Hello. Hello, Lapis. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Sparky. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll fill you in. But prepare, because we're not playing Pokemon. We're actually playing. You thought it was Metroid, but actually, it was Mario all along! I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I'm too good at this. Okay. Right. And let's transition that over. Just need to listen into the stream, make sure everything's fine. So yes, I'm worried the text is a bit too small, but man, what a poor red Pokemon. Yeah, fainting right off. I know, right? So, to show you the team, that Toasty Bourbon 2 Eggs is not the team. Rather, this is the team. We have Cadence, G-Max Lapras with Water Absorb, Hebra the Glaceon, our tanky Glaceon, Eggshell, our starter, and Hail Summoner. Our special shiny child, Glockenspiel. And I'm going to teach him a new move today that I should have done off stream, but I didn't, because I'm lazy. Cravat, who is Cravat. I'm thinking about getting rid of Stun Spore. Yes, Much Ice. Bira, our Glass Cannon. And yeah, that's it. And that's the Rockruff. I definitely didn't faint. Definitely. Alright, so I think it's good. And the reason I'm starting here is not because I'm hunting for a shiny, but because if I can get it to happen. Well, actually, I think it'll have to be the second egg. I want to get Glockenspiel a new move, Curse. But in order to do that, I must, Glockenspiel can only get it as an egg move. And, well, you're probably wondering, Kokomi, Glockenspiel is already hatched, it can't get egg. Okay, at this point I'm pretty sure I've brought it up, but yes, there is a way to sort of give egg moves to other Pokemon in this game. So, though I'm actually going to need an Ice Stone, because they don't just have to be in the same evolution line, they have to be the same species. So they have to be at the same evolution stage. So I can't send in a Sandshrew with a, I can't send in a Sandshrew with the Sandslash and expect Curse to get passed on. It has to be Sandslash, 2 Sandslashes, 1 with Curse, 1 with an empty move slot. Which I actually need to empty a move for Glockenspiel, so let's go bike over to Hammerlock. We'll take the long way there. Though I'm actually kind of screwed if I get into a battle, because my strongest... Or actually, no, I have a level 90 Torkoal in my party. What am I saying? Well, I really like that. That was a new mechanic introduced in this game. That's such a cool mechanic. I love it. It means, like, if you realize there was one really good egg move, you don't need to throw out the Pokemon like the reject it would be in other generations. Or reject, excuse me. If the other one hatches, I'm just gonna fly there. The only reason I'm taking the long way is because it gets us steps. Hello, Godly. I hatched... Or actually, this Sandshrew should be enough. Yes. So, actually, I kind of want to make sure it's a male Sandshrew, because technically this would be, like, Glockenspiel's nephew, and I don't like the idea of Glockenspiel potentially making a baby with... or niece. Yeah. I mean, What the heck? Incest happens all the time in Pokemon breeding. That's competitive Pokemon for you. Allow me to say what you'll potentially say in the future. How are you guys doing today? Well, what's wrong with saying that? What if I... Oh, and I'm so sorry, but I had to skip over the cutscene where Sonia got her lab coat in order to leave the gym. So you guys don't get to see the moment where Sonia becomes Professor Sonia. I'm sorry for anyone who's disappointed. Also, I apologize if I suddenly stop the stream and run off. The antibiotic has stopped messing with my stomach and has started messing with other parts, lower parts, and has caused me to go to the bathroom a few times. So if that happens, that's my defense. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they're both female. Oh no. Well, I hope you guys like Game of Thrones! Okay, no, it's not really that big of a deal. Where's Glockenspiel? There you are. Don't you me. Alright, so first I need to delete a move off of Glockenspiel. Oh, you hatched Alolan Sandshrew? Nice. Nice. Honestly, it doesn't really matter which one I get rid of. I like Leech Life. But I also like Drill Run. And I like Avalanche. And I like... Gyro Ball has been the least useful. But I like the Steel-type coverage. Lapras can also learn Drill Run, so... that's gonna be my excuse. And let's... just in case, for some reason, Scratch and Defense Curl are considered egg moves, I'm gonna get rid of them on this Sandshrew. And of course, these Sandshrew have Slush Rush. God, I can't believe I got the Sandshrew. No, I will say I still love my Glockenspiel. I'm just disappointed he wasn't born better. That sounded way better in my head. Holy crap. Am I a monster? Am I what Iden feared? Oh god. So first I think I need to evolve it. So, do I have another Ice Stone? I hope to dear god I have another Ice Stone. Yeah, I did a lot of preparation before stream. Totally. Water Stone. Nope, I need to go find an Ice Stone. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so that's sunny, so that won't have an Ice Stone. Yeah, you could get an Evolution Stone from here daily, but it's based on the weather, so it'll be a Firestone right now. Yeah, no, I really like the half-hatch distance. I've been able to hatch an egg like once every few days, so it's just a sort of casual thing I do on the side. Unless I walk around a bunch, then one day, then yeah. No, I don't want to talk to you. Are you the stamina one? Yeah, you're the stamina one. Yeah, dig for me. I need ice. Water. Turbo button's nice. Yeah, Adventure Sync. No, Adventure Sync was the best thing to happen to me in Pokemon Go when I found out about it. Because for a while, I just made no progress because I didn't really actively play it. And then I found out about Adventure Sync, and all of a sudden I was able to make progress. Bag of Stardust. Bag of Stardust. Stop giving me Stardust. I need ice. Ice Stone. Stop giving me Stardust. I don't need more money. I need ice in a stone form. Oh no, I'm gonna have to run around and get Watts, aren't I? Sunstone? Duskstone? I'm disappointed. I don't watch or play Go, so feel free to explain. Adventure Sync basically makes it so the game counts steps while the app is closed. But But you have to, like, have your location enabled and give it permission to do that. So it's not enabled by default. But it basically allows you to hatch eggs, get candy for Pokemon, while... Yeah, oh yeah, it specifically connects it to your phone health app. That's what it does. And my phone health app is terrible at counting steps. So... Yeah, And by terrible, I mean it counts steps for the most ridiculous things. Like, just moving slightly. So it's great. I can get a bunch of steps by not moving. I've literally gotten, like, just being completely still for a little bit, just gotten notifications for eggs hatching. I kind of want to also take on this Milotic at some point tonight, because I tried to take it on a little earlier, and it destroyed my team. It didn't help that every time its defense dropped, it had competitive, so its special attack went up. And then the Heatmor, the NPC Heatmor attacked with Fire Lash, which lowered its defense again, but upped its special attack. So it had +6 special attack, and then it used Surf. So, that was sad. Alright, I'm on. Firestone, Bag of Stardust, Leaf Stone, that's all the other stones but the one I need. Ice Stone, yes, okay, yeah. Okay, finally. Let's organize by type. Use our one Ice Stone. Alolan Sandshrew is so cute. I love it. How hyped were you guys since... Oh, for Mario? I'm pretty hyped, though, I'll admit, after listening to some other people discuss it and how they were a bit disappointed in some aspects, it has lowered my hype a little. So honestly, I don't need to leave them for long. I can probably just wait very shortly and take Glockenspiel back. It does not take long to pass on egg moves. Alright, give me the Unholy Love Child. Yeah, that's so weird. I'm hoping that they're just doing this as a preliminary, sort of a preliminary thing, and then as sort of just to test demand, and then they'll be like, oh, we were kidding, ha ha ha, which admittedly is kind of a scummy thing, but it's better than just losing it in March. But then again, yep, there we go, curse. Alright. But then again, that also brings up the thing, they did that with Four Swords, the anniversary edition of Four Swords, and it's like the impossible game to obtain now. Alright, 14 minutes in and we're actually going on. That's a new record for the recent streams, for actually getting the content. Toasty Burb, you're gonna have to go back in the PC. And so will you, Unholy Love Child. And Cravat. Yeah, though, taking it away in March, at the end of March, is super weird. Cough, cough. Impossible in quotes? I have no idea what you're actually referring to, but okay. I assume it's something we're just not talking about. Oh. 100% swords, Four Swords, anniversary alone. Ouch. That's rough, buddy. I'm doing okay. My antibiotic is messing with me again, but it's been causing bathroom trips today. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And, yeah. I did running around and stuff today. I do kind of like how they have the tapping feet in sync. You know, I've meant to actually change my style at some point. I just never got around to it. Another thing we're not supposed to talk about that a lot of people do. Oh, 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 okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, that took me a little bit. Oh god, I'm not hyped for Leon, I'm scared of Leon. I don't know how... Okay, so I figured this out just because I've fought him so many times. He always opens with King's Shield. So I could potentially send out Glockenspiel and start setting up. The issue is, Glockenspiel is going to be 4 times weak to Sacred Sword. Do I have, like, any of the berries? Oh my god, yes. Okay, a Chople Berry might be what I need. Yeah, I know, right? Leon's actually I mean, he's actually one of the tougher trainers in even just a vanilla playthrough. Oh my god. Okay, it's gonna take another move slot, but I'm totally teaching Sandslash Stealth Rocks, and I will set it up at some point before that Charizard comes out, just to flex on his Charizard. Oh my god, this route. Oh, I simultaneously love and hate this route. Oh my god. So I guess Cadence in the front is fine. Do you have an injured Pokemon? I'm a doctor. I'm about to beat you, and then you're gonna pay me to heal your Pokemon. That's a great strategy. He must make a bunch of money. Especially if he's ambushing people in the mountains. Like, he's literally just waiting outside the train station for people to walk by. Using Stealth Rocks is the best way to flex on Leon. Alright. We're good. Honestly, I don't think any of the fights are going to be really challenging outside of Leon. I'm actually a little worried for once about Chairman Rose, because normally you can just sweep his team with a fire Pokemon, because all of his Pokemon are weak to fire, but let me remind you, I'm the Ice Trainer. Beerus would be the best bet for that, but even then, his Pokemon are going to be bulky, and Beerus is probably not going to kill in one hit. So... look that way. Oh, dang it! You have really good eyesight! Welcome back, a Godly. Alright. Leon is the second hardest champion, apparently. Oh, like, did one of those YouTube videos that go like, let's rank all the champions. Leon actually has a decent team, if you don't consider Charizard. Like, his Charizard, his ace, is literally the worst part of his team. The rest of it is actually, like, he has an Aegislash, he has a Haxorus, a Dragapult. Like, those are scary Pokemon. It's gonna be Cynthia. Because Cynthia just has so much type diversity, and several Pokemon are just fear. Lance... Because the thing is, Lance, you can just sweep his team with Ice Beam. You can't sweep Cynthia unless you're just unless you blatantly overpower her. Because her Pokemon don't share, like, a universal weakness. That's it, yeah, that's the issue with, I'm actually interested. I kind of want to try and, like, replay a Kanto game and fight Blue. And 10 twink twink nudge nudge. What? I didn't say anything. But yeah, because I remember Blue being a tough battle, because he also has the same thing where you can't just sweep him with a single Pokemon. He has the diversity on his side, even if his Pokemon aren't the best. And I think if you compare what Blue had to what was available in Kanto, Blue really did assemble a really strong team. Like, maybe nowadays it wouldn't be considered good, but, like, with just the original 151, he had a strong team. Not sure for me, but the stream keeps buffering. Okay, so I'm not getting any dropped frames, thankfully, so it might just be you. But I have been having trouble with the internet today. It's been playing on my side, pretty sure. Blue took 3 hours of the time. Yeah, no, like Blue can really mess you up if you don't have a strategy going into him. I think it might be you, Sparky, because it's running fine on my end. But if anyone else can pitch in and mention what's going on. A challenge... So, it is not... Yeah, just because something hard doesn't mean it's fun. What I like in a challenge is when it makes me think and recontextualize stuff. So... Normally, I don't like it when video games just do, like, a flat... Oh, let's increase the damage and HP of all enemies and call it a hard mode. But in some instances, it really works. I was actually thinking about this when it came to Metroid Prime 2. Because I kind of don't have the greatest opinion of challenge mode, but I thought about it. And there was one boss where I realized that I actually had to come up with different strategies to survive because I couldn't just take him out as quickly as I normally did. And because of that, I think that's a strength. Okay, Weaveil's definitely gonna outspeed me. So, Gyro Ball should actually be good. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. Curse Gyro Ball. That was the strat. Because Curse is gonna lower my speed, so it's just gonna make it better. So, yeah, just because it's challenging doesn't automatically equal good. It's about how... I guess it also depends on the dominant strategy. If the dominant strategy is to just do stupid stuff that isn't fun, then yeah. Okay, yeah, that doesn't... I'm not doing any. When it comes to fun, there is one laser tag Fiora is fighting 3 other players and one's considered fun despite... I mean, you don't even need to win to have fun. But, yeah. And I can understand. I get if people get frustrated. Yeah, no, stuff like that. Where it's like, it asked more of you. A situation asked more of you, and you rose them at the challenge. Even if you didn't win. You know, they say winning isn't everything. Though I can also understand losing constantly sucks and can get really frustrating, so... To anyone who hears the, oh, it doesn't matter if you don't win, it's like, yeah, but, eh. But it's also, I'm the person who gets, like, really mad at myself, and that's probably not a healthy thing to do, so I don't know if I'm in too big of a position to talk. Oh, what was something about a doomed Corviknight? And I wasn't quite reading his... but that's a steel type. Ugh. You know, this guy's gonna be tougher than Bede. I'm just gonna throw it out there. This guy's gonna give me more trouble than Bede. Bede's Mawile is gonna be the only thing that gives me any remote trouble. In the end, I won the match itself because I KO'd the 3 guys with 5 kills, but they kept reviving each other, so... Lost the battle, won the war. Nice. Oh, wait, I burned it. Nice. So, I got the... You win some, you lose some. Me personally, don't care. Yeah. No, and there are times where you win, but it's like, you won, but it wasn't fun. So, like, it doesn't feel satisfying. Yeah, no, that's a very fair way. And that's fair to bring up with the argument I just brought up for always winning versus always losing. And again, I realize that I do have issues with being a little too hard on myself, so I'm probably not the best person to speak about this. I guess I'll put Cravat at the front. Point is, what's fun is being able to go all out and barely get away with everything. Yeah, no, we're just blatant, like, it's not fun. We're just like blatant, you can't do anything. Interesting. So I just learned about this game. I imagine a lot of you know about it because it's popular right now. Oh god, no, the hail! My hail! Don't take away my hail! Great. Blizzard's gonna miss now. Ah! Ah! Alright. Well, you know what? Get out of here. What was I gonna say? Okay, so, okay, it's a popular game. It's called, oh god, what was it called? You know, it's like Town of Salem or Mafia or whatever, where you have like you have like a group of people and like one or two is like out to get the rest of the guys. No, it's not Fall Guys. It's not Fall Guys. Tailwind. Ninetales is still faster. Ha! Ha! No, I forgot the name of it. I've actually been thinking about, because I have some friends who play in Fall Guys. The issue is I don't know if my computer can take it. I forgot. Among Us. That's what it's called. Among Us. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Basically, you play in like a group of 10, and 2 people are the imposters. And your goal is to go around and do tasks. Does being frozen to mainline? Not in Gen 1 unless you're hit with a fire move. Other than that, it can go off. It can go away the same turn you get it. You could let him die by hail if you wanted to be really cruel. Oh wait, is Fall Guys on Switch? I thought it was on PC. In Gen 1 it never wore off, yeah. No, hail is essentially a death sentence. Because it never wears off unless you get hit by a fire move, and yeah. But, like, it can wear off. It's, like, the only status condition now that can wear off the same turn it's inflicted. Which I honestly think makes Frozen the worst status condition. It had its heyday in Gen 1, and now it's terrible. But yeah, essentially having a frozen Pokemon was the equivalent to having a fainted Pokemon in Gen 1. Which is kind of crazy. That's why Blizzard was so strong in Gen 1. And any Pokemon that could learn Blizzard was stronger because of it. Like Tauros! Tauros can learn Blizzard, don't ask why. But it also helped make it, one of the things that helped made it really good. Aside from the fact that it was really fast, it didn't have a terrible special stat. Because the special split didn't happen. It's on PS4. I have a PS4. I have a PS4. No one's using it, so I could, potentially. I could look into that. If you guys would be interested in watching Fall Guys content. Yeah, no, I love active chats. Funny enough, one of the things I need to reach no. So, Twitch has achievements. And one of them is for getting to affiliate. And there's 2 things I'm missing. One is followers. I need to get to 50 followers. And the other is average people watching a stream. Over a set period of time. There's also grow a community, which will just... no, you do not talk too much. Well, let's put it like this. Talking too much is way better than talking too little. If you need to realize... So there's build a community, which requires, I think, 50 followers and an active, like, having 5 people chatting at the same time. Should I send out Glockenspiel? I think I'll send out Cadence. I mean, you don't need to be on topic. I mean, I do appreciate sticking on topic. I will admit that, but honestly, you don't need to be on topic. It's streaming. It's not like you have to talk about what's on the screen. As long as you're engaging, is the important part. And that's more on me, because I'm the one actively talking. Oh, no, I don't like this. Alright, well... Also, there's something I wanted to check Affiliate requirements, I just looked at them shortly before the stream. It's, crap. Yeah, I'm not getting any dropped frames, so it's not on my end. Ouch, I understand though. I've been having a little trouble with my internet today. So I feel you, Sparky. 50 viewers, 3 concurrent viewers, yeah. And there's like an average, or yeah, 50 followers, 3 concurrent viewers, an average of 3 concurrent viewers per stream. Specifically an average, I think that's the important part. So I can't just, so if I had one stream that had 6 and another stream that had 1, yeah, that's going to average out to around 3. Hebra should just be able to take him out. Yeah, Hebra definitely hasn't seen as much use since, Kabu. And I guess that's just the fate of a evolution. That's not that great. Dude, if I ever get someone else stream that's popular and they're gonna end it. Yeah, if they take suggestions. I've thought about rating other people, but I don't think, one, I have enough of a viewer base to do that. And there's multiple things, because it's not necessarily, I don't know anyone is one thing. Though I've been participating in a few streamers' chats, just hoping to build some sort of connection. And not just to build connection, because that's kind of scummy if you just do that. Only talking to people I actually think I could get along with, and gives me more of an excuse to keep replaying 1,000. I've actually, so I want to talk about what game I do next. I've considered a few things. Funny enough, 1,000 Years Door is on my mind. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily say it for that and Color Splash, because I've never played Color Splash. I've seen quite a bit about it, and I have the disc, but I've never played it. I've never even took it out of its case. If someone else has like 5-6 years, yeah. So, the next challenge run I was thinking of doing was Pokemon, or not Pokemon. I do need to get back to that Emerald Nuzlocke, but I don't want to do a bunch of Pokemon, because I feel like I want to mix it up a bit, you know? But, what was I saying? Alright, let's go, oh, wait, what? Okay. But the meme was around, we have around the channel. Oh, so, you know what, do you not want me to play Paper Mario now? I've thought about playing the original Paper Mario, I've considered it. It has crossed my mind. So yeah, Skyward Sword 6 Heart Hero Mode. Hero Mode 6 Hearts only. Ooh, a Mario RPG. I could do, the original, I could do Partners in Time. Partners in Time is on the Wii U eShop, right? I know, Superstar Saga is. And don't talk about the 3DS thing, because I don't have a way to show that, so, it's not happening. I actually have the original Game Boy Advance cart, and I could play it off the GameCube. Basically, I mean, yeah. Has it really been 1 to 2 years? Holy crap. It was a while ago you suggested it. Alright. Wow, I'm surprised. We're fighting trainers with more than 2 Pokemon. I'm proud of you, Galar trainers. You're really rising above the average. Yeah, I mean, I've been making videos for... I started in summer of 2016. So, yeah, it's been a little over 4 years. And I only started streaming probably like a year into that. Maybe a year and a half. It was, I remember the very first actual stream I did was Breath of the Wild, Trial of the Sword, final trials on normal. Because not master, because dear God. Help. Alright, got a double battle. Oh wait, they do have the same Pokemon they did when you fought them shortly after Turffield. Because I just read the text like, hey, it's been a while. I'm like, oh, are they the camera crew that fought us all the way back then? That's actually really cool. Oh, that Kling Kling is a bit scary, though. So yeah, Skyward Sword, 6 Hearts Hero Mode. I've been thinking Luigi's Mansion 3 mostly blind playthrough. I've played through the first bit of it, but I've just dropped it and never got back around to it. So, you attacked a Pokemon with good special defense. Oh, screw you. All right, you're gonna get speed and attack. So Skyward Sword, Luigi's Mansion 3, Mario Galaxy 2 for for Mario Galaxy 2. I've actually been thinking about doing a Let's Play of 3D World. That was one of the things I was considering, and now that this was announced, Steel Resist Ice? Oh, I'm pretty sure Steel Resist Ice. Alright, so let's just do another Blizzard. Gear Grind. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep. Yeah, that's dead. You see an Ice type with an under-leveled grass team. Oh my god. I mean, this is my first time playing through a Pokemon game with, This is actually my first time playing through a Pokemon game with a Monotype team. I don't even remember how I got this idea. It just came to me one day. I'm like, that sounds fun, let's do that. Okay, so I kind of want to make a play that saves Glockenspiel, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. So I think I'm going to go Eggshell or Roarveil. Do a playthrough of 3D World with viewers so we can race. Oh god. Do like a 3D World playthrough, and I allow 3 players to join, but their goal is to sabotage. Though that would be heavily weighted in the saboteur's favor. We would need to come up with a rule or honor system to keep that more balanced. Alright. You know what really grinds my gears? That Kling Kling is faster than Eggshell. Okay. That Kling Kling. Okay, I should have targeted the Kling Kling. That's really scary. And Glockenspiel. Good job. Oh god, they're actually giving me trouble. What the heck? This fight's gonna be like tougher than Marnie. Calling it right now. I'm gonna have more trouble with this fight than I do with Marnie. Oh, hello. So let's Avalanche you, and let's Flame Wheel. I wish I had a priority. Oh, I do have a priority move on. Help! This Kling Kling is sweeping my team! This set of gears is sweeping my team. Hurricane, okay. That's... okay. Okay, this should take out... Oh, Avalanche is going to be doubled too because of its special effect. Alright, we can gang up on the Kling Kling now. Okay, how about this? We aren't allowed to mess with your characters directly, only through taking environmental stuff. Or you could throw like a shell at me. Does Locke and Marty murder your team? Second Marty right before the gym. Ah, that sucks. I've actually... So I've done a Nuzlocke of Black 2 twice, and I lost both times. First time I lost to Clay, and the second time I lost to a trainer in Drayden's gym because my only good Pokemon was an Escavalier, and yeah, I traded with another game to evolve it. Oh no. Okay, so you use Curse, and you use Ice Shard. And I'm gonna hope this kills. Yep, okay, there we go. And I've been wanting to get my revenge in that. But there was a trainer in, I only had, like, that and a Roserade, and then there was a trainer in Drayden's gym that had a fast fire type. And it just completely sweeped me. I couldn't do anything. Roll inside shells, that'd be hilarious. Alright. Everything's not effective. I guess just Leech Life? I'm gonna call the Togedemaru targeting Glockenspiel because of low HP unless they change priority last minute, which would suck. Zingzap, okay, it's targeting Cadence. No, this is fine. Oh wait, actually, I hope that thing doesn't have Spiky Shield. Oh, that would have killed Glockenspiel. Ew. Alright, just Avalanche, and you, Cadence, can use, you can also use Avalanche. We'll just Avalanche just Togedemaru to death. It's my yelling in a mountain caused an avalanche to bury them. So yeah, these guys actually wiped out half my team. Almost 2/3 of my team. Thank you, Cadence, for hanging on. Wow, and Hebra leveled up even though he didn't participate. Feels bad. No, actually we have, we're not too far away from Nessa, so I'd like to keep Freeze Dry. That Kling is scary. That Kling, oh god. Oh god, Rose might have a Kling. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, Rose might have a Kling. Also, yeah, okay, I want to make this point. So that route was pretty short so far, but had a bunch of battles, right? The first time I got to this part, I'm like, wow, is this going to be like a Victory Road sort of thing? And we're just getting to the main part? I can't wait to actually explore dungeon. Yeah, this game hates dungeons for whatever reason. By the way, I was thinking of grabbing Origami King recently, but then that collection... Yeah, no, I'm not that... I've heard Origami King is good. Or, like, a lot of people loved it a lot more than they thought they would. And so I'm tempted to get it, but I don't know. I kind of want to protest because... Okay, so here's the thing. I was trying to figure out how to pre-order a physical copy. And I couldn't figure out how to do that. Because I want a physical copy of the collection. I should have called somewhere. Okay, yeah, I can do that tomorrow. And hopefully they have something. I definitely want that collection. You know what another game I was considering Let's Playing soon? Sunshine. I don't know whether to do Sunshine now on the GameCube because it's really nostalgic for me. But then widescreen Sunshine with any potential changes. They said they didn't do any changes, but I'll get the Legendary. You literally can't complete the post game without catching Zacian. Like, if you defeat Zacian, it'll just kick you out and go, Zacian is staring at you, trying to test you. They've done that with, like, every cover Legendary since Black and White. Except for Black 2 and White 2. Because you actually had to KO the cover Legendary. And then catch it later. But how can you do Gelato Beach Skip and well, this will be interesting. Because my immediate thought is, are they going to change anything? Or are these just going to be, like, straight ports? Also, because of that, the legendaries are shiny locked, so you can't, which is a shame. Zamazenta has a really cool shiny, like a legitimately cool shiny. Okay, so I actually need to go downstairs. I need to prep some ice cream to take with my medicine because I need to take it soon. So I'm probably going to like leave this on Pokemon Camp or something. Oh wait, did it tell me to go to the hotel? I'm bad at following directions. No, Winden Stadium. Alright. So yeah, we made it to the Pokemon League. So yeah, I'm going to open up Pokemon Camp. I'm going to be on break for 10 minutes. And yeah. So where's the break text? So I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Which will be around... Oh, I took a break around the same time last night. That's kind of funny. Which will be around 9:43. Giving myself an extra minute. Because I can. So yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, no, we'll see. And I'm actually more concerned about 3D World than I am about the 3D collection. But we'll see. So yeah, I'll be right back. See ya. None of my Pokemon want to play with me. I'm sad. So yes, I'm back. Oh, wait. Glockenspiel's got it. Oh, well, screw you too, Glockenspiel. Tournament. Yeah, no, when I saw they were doing a tournament instead of just a typical Elite Four, like, that's just so cool. Let's see. Is that there? And bring this back up. Alright. Okay, so I'm telling myself that I wanted to go to another town for something, and I completely forgot what it was, or like do something before I continue. I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it was. So I guess we'll just press on. Press on and on and on. Ball guy! Oh, hold on. And here's the person that's been our fan through the entire, been our fan since the beginning. I think I barely talked to her my first playthrough because I didn't even notice her. Oh, hey, it's Marnie. Hi, Marnie. So we fight Marnie first, right? And Marnie opens with a Liepard. And that Liepard's probably gonna go for, like... So I think a Glockenspiel... Or not Glockenspiel, Eggshell and the Aurora Veil, because Fake Out will just be Fake Out. Those can exist outside of the forest. Yeah! You can get Dream Balls in this game. And you can get them randomly from completing this tournament. You can get them randomly from completing the Champions Cup over and over, but they're super rare. But actually, if I recall correctly, Cadence is in a Dream Ball. In fact, I gave special Pokeballs to everyone. Through breeding, of course, mainly. I think the only one who wasn't bred was Cadence. I caught Cadence in a raid den. During, I think shortly after Isle of Armor, or like right before when they were doing a promotional thing. And I was able to get a G-Max Lapras in Sword. But yeah, no, Eggshell has a Moon Ball, Beera has a Heavy Ball, Dream Ball, another Moon Ball, a Dive Ball, and another Heavy Ball. And, you know, I always like to do this as a sort of personal thing, but I like to organize the Pokemon in the order that they join the team. So this is the order in which I added them. You can't use Safari Balls aren't, I mean, Pokemon can be transferred up with Safari Zones. Yeah. You can get all the Apricorn Balls. I feel like there's some ball that's missing, but I can't remember what it is. The game doesn't even tell you you're going against Marnie. You just run right in. Why are Marnie's sleeves longer than ours? I think oh my god, is her shirt just oversized? Because you can sort of see a wrinkle at the bottom as well. I think it's implying that her entire shirt is just oversized. Yeah, well, good luck. Yeah, that's big talking words, Marnie. And, oh, the audience is gonna hate us. The audience is gonna hate us so much. We're gonna make it hail every single match. I mean, at least they get a... Oh, I thought Fake Out didn't work on status moves. Did I make the same mistake last time? I feel like I made the same mistake last time. Oh no! Oh. Okay, I can still use Aurora Veil. Torments. Ugh. Also, that Liepard's fast. Holy crap. Also, I do have to say, Purloin is like the Pokemon that was so much better in Sprite Art, and its model with it standing on its hind legs is just so weird. Liepard is the opposite. I thought Liepard looked a bit weird in Sprite Art, but its 3D model actually looks really good. Actually, this works out really well for me since I'm in Torment. I can just go straight to Extra Sensory, and then go to Moonblast for my next move. You made a terrible mistake. This is actually probably the only song. I have a bunch of songs on my phone from Sword and Shield that I really like, bunch of battle themes. And this is probably like the only battle theme I really like that I don't have on my phone. And I keep telling myself I need to get it, and I keep forgetting. I'm really curious to see what the Star Tournament is. For... what's it called? Crown Tundra. Some people have been thinking that we'll get Crown Tundra news pretty soon. I don't think we're going to get Crown Tundra news pretty soon, but that's probably... Hey, what do I know? Am I still under Torment? Oh, Hail's probably wearing off this turn. Yes, I'm still under Torment. Oh, am I just under Torment until I switch out? Crown Tundra in October, probably. That makes sense. Because didn't they list it as fall 2020? Though it could be delayed. I don't think they explicitly said it was December. So I'll just go with the Dynamax. Grimmsnarl, I think, is actually kind of slow, so even if Eggshell Fangs, I should have a pretty... I should still be able... Oh, I think it's the first time I've G-Maxed Alolan Ninetales. God, I love Alolan Ninetales so much. Such a pretty Pokemon. Like, Alolan Ninetales was the Pokemon I loved the moment I saw it. And I'm kind of mad that they didn't announce it was a Sun exclusive before they released the games. Sun and Moon. But, they did eventually, or, I was getting Sun anyway, so it at least worked out for me. Oh god, it's her stand! Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Max Starfall. Yeah, no, this is the longest I've ever taken on Marnie. This is the longest I've ever taken on Marnie. Can I use Max Hails? Oh, I can! Okay, I guess I'm just out of Torment now. I don't know which is stronger, Hailstorm or Starfall, and I won't know because I won't be able to check the damage now. But it's fine. I'm faster, so I'll be able to end this next turn. Oh, I could just use Blizzard because of Hail. Oh, I wish I got a screenshot of that. Of just Eggshell standing up to the Grimmsnarl. But I should be able to get a freeze frame of that. No, you are not learning Rain Dance. Oh, I didn't mean to hit record. I meant to hit just the screenshot. I need these screenshots, man. They make for good thumbnails. Alright, so Hop leads with Dubwool. Your team is on fire. Well, I guess you're going to need to chill out, Hop? Eh? Is it ever shown who Hop won against? Or is it just some nameless trainer? Okay, so he leads with Dubwool. So, Hebra might not be a bad lead. Neither Clock... I think it might know Double Kick, but Glockenspiel still might... If I lead with Glockenspiel, definitely, I know who's coming out second if I lead with Glockenspiel. I don't know if that double's gonna have Fluffy. So I think I'm gonna lead with Hebra. And I can Baby Doll Eyes if I need to lower its attack last second. Alright, and because I like to keep things fair, no revives. I'll try to limit my amount of heals. We're not losing to Hop. I refuse to lose to Hop. Man, I don't even remember that day, Hop. That was so long ago. I never even showed that day on stream. Or, actually, did I? I might have done it when I was doing the pre-prep for this. What it was supposed to be part 1, but I didn't actually get anything done. God, this song is so good. I don't have Hop's normal theme saved in my playlist, but I have this theme saved. This is like the closest they ever got to like a anime match in the game. Please don't paralyze. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so next turn is definitely going to be a feint. Or not. Well, he's just wasting his full restores, because I'm definitely going to do more than half his health with this. And I don't exactly have anything else to do, so Ice Beam away. Okay, I'm just really scared of paralysis. Oh, okay, he didn't go for... Oh, he's gonna go for Cinderace last, because it's his Dynamax Pokemon. So let's lower Snorlax's attack, because I don't... That Snorlax can hit hard. And... Yeah, Heavy Slam. Ugh. Ah, 120 defense! Yeah, tight matchups. No. I'm just gonna go for Baby Doll Eyes again. I'm just gonna keep lowering its attack. You wouldn't hurt a Glaceon, would you? You monster, you would. You're horrible. Okay, I'm gonna switch out. So let me think about the rest of his team. He has a Pinkerton, Snorlax, and Corviknight. So Corviknight's probably coming out next. So I should have someone ready to fight the Corviknight. Ooh. So I guess Biro would technically be the best for that. Even if with the speed drop from Hammer Arm. I actually kind of wish I didn't lower Snorlax's attack that much. Yeah, 110 defense. Like, look, I feel this way about Flareon as well. You can say they're the worst evolutions, and you might act, and you're probably right. Definitely right, but you can't scoff at 110 defense, and you can't scoff at 120 or 110 or 120 attack. That is still a lot, and it works pretty well for a playthrough. Don't you dare, Sparky. Why would you hurt a Glaceon? It did nothing to you. Yeah, I guess, ooh, Corviknight might also go for the Body Slam. Oh, Bira just avoided it. Oh, wow, Corviknight is fast enough to outspeed Bira, ugh. Hopefully, Bira can still survive a hit. Yep. Oh wait, no Zen mode? What? I've barely gotten to use Zen mode to the point where it probably would have been better to just use a Guerrilla Tactics Darmanitan. Because I've barely gotten to use Zen mode. And granted, I'm going to outspeed the Pinkerchin, definitely. But I kind of want to set up on Pinkerchin so I can take out the final Pokemon pretty easily. So, like... that's going to be a physical attacker. So Cadence is going to be my best bet. And Cadence can just set up with Aurora Veil. So actually, what I'll do is... I don't want to KO Pinkerchin, I just want to do damage to it. So I'm going to purposely go for a weaker move. 60, that's going to be like 90 base power, so Zen Headbutt will be my lower. Yeah, I know my stab. And then, yeah, this will take out Bira, and that's fine. It gives me a free switch into Cadence, who I can just Dynamax this turn and then go for G-Max Resonance. And then I'll go for G-Max Geyser. Oh, funny enough, I was looking through the Pokedex in this file, and I noticed that the very first Lapras I ever saw was in a raid. Can we make the obligatory... oh my god. Well, technically, I wouldn't have really gone for a super effective... or no, I went for a Flame Wheel on Corviknight, so he should have had Thunder Text already. But, oh well. Also, I'm surprised. Lapras, I usually think of Lapras as super slow, but it's outsped a lot of things. Same goes for Sandslash, though that might speak to the fact that some of these Pokemon might have like 0 IVs and speed. So I think it just speaks to how bad some of the Pokemon are in this game. I do have to say, I get kind of mad. Leon will taunt you if he gets a crit. And it's like, you smug mother... God. Alright. Gigantamax is like the whole thing that all the gym leaders have. Even Marty and B get it, but not Hop. No, Hop doesn't get a G-Max. I know he gets Corviknight in the post-game, but... so yeah, you just got to see a giant man bunny's crotch. So yeah, Aurora Veil's gonna protect me on this one. That's Aurora Veil plus good defense. Oh, and Max Knuckles weak anyways, but because its attack boost is such a good side effect. It would be like Mega Kangaskhan Power-Up Punch if they made it any stronger. He never went to the dojo. Well, that means either he caught a G-Max Rookidee on like Route 2, or he literally abandoned his Corviknight for a G-Max Corviknight. Though I think it's also implied that Oleana's G-Max Garbodor is the same Trubbish she grew up with. So, you think Leon would mention Mustard if Hop was really interested? Yeah. You would think. You just got to see it. That's what Cinderace is. Don't try and tell me I'm wrong. Oh, no. I wanted to get the picture of my trainer cheering with Lapras. Don't zoom in on Hop. God. I just have a picture of Hop wincing. On my Switch now. I'm gonna open up my pictures and that's gonna be the first thing I see. Yeah, that's right. You better praise my Glaceon. You saw what it could survive. Glaceon's not bad. Hop.png. Oh shoot, do we fight Oleana first? And then go for Angry Hope? What? What? What did you link a Godly? I can't even, it won't even let me load it. You can't even delete it? No, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Angryhope.png. I can't flex on him in the interview. I'm just mashing A. And by mashing A, I mean Turbo Controller. Hello. You can always just say whatever. Well, I mean, you can't say anything inappropriate and no personal information and other stuff, but I think you understand that. Or at least I hope. Yeah, okay. I love this. Two kids are like, man, what's wrong? Our older brother isn't back from his meeting yet. Well, obviously he's in danger and we need to go rescue him. And it's like, what the heck? Careful, Sparky. I know, I get the joke, but still, careful. What is it, Piers? Yeah, I just remember the first time I saw this, and I was just like, what the hell am I watching? I'm a blank, you're low, live at blank, a very strict place, I understand. I mean, I've said my age on stream before, but yeah, I'm not going to say it unless it's like relevant to a topic or something. I've said my name, I've said my first name, and I've said my age. And I think I've dropped my birthday like twice or something, but never directly said when it was. Oh, I just realized Macrocosmos specialize in Steel type Pokemon. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, so I guess I'll just lead with Bira. God, I can never remember which one to talk to. Is it? I know he appears over in the bottom left at one point. Yes, Team Yell, I wonder what the... Yeah, they literally just stand there and yell. Though, granted... Oh, wow, he didn't even load in. He had the best disguise of all. Draw distance. Hey, look, it's the real evil team, Macrocosmos. Like, oh god. Oh yeah, no, I remember the phone booth one. Alright, just end this quickly. Yeah, no, I think he goes by the Mudstale and then he goes to the phone booth. I remember it actually took me a little bit to find him the second time. I was like running around like, where is he? Oh, are we gonna get a stat buff? Yay! Thanks. Speed is exactly what I need. Well, at least this guy isn't... As bad as this guy is, he's not as bad as the oops, I dropped the lift key guy. He puts up a fight, and I can respect that. Though it is pretty annoying, so I still hate him. Yeah, he like appears over here now or something like that, right? He's not this guy, because this is the same guy. Not you, Mudsdale. I don't expect you. That would actually be really funny if like there was something different about the Mudsdale, and then, or do you just talk to everyone you meet? I mean, I don't want my Sandslash getting speed buffs because it weakens Gyro Ball, so yes, I can go wrong with speed. It's not good for my Sandslash. 52. I think Raihan is like 57, 58. And... wait, what stat went up? I wasn't even paying attention. Beerus sweep. Beerus flame wheel go. Brrr. I'm not even gonna heal Beerus. Just see if I can get into Zen mode range. Range. Oh yeah, this is the phone booth one. Oh, I just realized, is he using 2 Pokemon per round? He technically has 6 Pokemon, but the game was so afraid of giving someone a team of 6 that they broke it up into 3 battles. This guy is, but you have to respect it, this guy uses more Pokemon than all the gym leaders do. In fact, with a little elbow grease and training, he'll probably have a better team than most of the gym leaders. Attack and speed rose sharply. Or special attack. Yeah, I'll go with Hammer Arm. Hammer! I'll have to heal every 2 Pokemon I take out. I know, right? They can't handle a trainer with 6 Pokemon, no. Remember in Oros when they did a Horde encounter with Magma and Aqua Grunts? I'm going to announce loudly where I will go and then run away. Great villain. Great evil guy. I know he's supposed to be like the comedic one, but still. I will admit I did like this moment with Piers. It's like, again, Mega Evolution. My issue with Mega Evolution is as a game mechanic, it was kind of broken. Especially for the main game. Like, it might have worked fine in VGC, I don't know. I can't speak for that, but... or the meta, but as a thing in-game, it just allows you to sweep everyone. Which is why, even though Dynamax isn't as cool, it works better as a mechanic. And same what goes for Z moves. Piers goes, "Come on, my brethren!" Don't ask, Godly, don't ask. A true musician is always ready. Search for the bad league. Is that what the thing said? Search for the bad league member staff? Or league staff? It just carries around a mic. I mean, you always gotta be... Mega Evolution and Nutshell Dragon Ascent. Yeah, and then Mega Rayquaza happened. It's like, hey, you know that one limiting factor that's supposed to help keep Megas from going too rampant? Yeah, the fact that they can't use a held item? Yeah, let's just take that away for a real Pokemon with really good stats. I do like that they repurposed this area to the Battle Tower because the area does look really good. Though the Battle Tower itself could have been done better. It's like the Battle Tree. So like I think people would complain that the Battle Tree wasn't that great because outside of the special trainer matches, it wasn't really anything unique or interesting. But like those special trainer matches actually got me to care about the Battle Tower, the post-game Battle Tower for once, and actually got me to try and build a team and participate. And I think that's awesome. But this game's like, yeah, we're the Battle Tower, but minus that. My dog says hello. Alright, sorry about that. Rose Tower has like 100 floors. Don't worry, it's actually just a giant elevator. Too many skeletons wearing hoodies. Oh god. Yeah, I guess you could say you're gonna have, when you go against Leon in the tower, you're gonna have a bad time. They couldn't even kill to get, or I think, do they give a unique backdrop for these fights? Once you're in the elevator? I don't even remember. So we're literally storming a building, taking the money of their employees who are trying to stop us, and acting as security. All because some guy was taking longer with a meeting. Which, you know, like, that's not like that happens or anything in real life. Man, I love it when my tower is just a giant elevator. Do they actually have, like, a tower design? Is there, like, actually a tower design somewhere where the center of it is, like, an elevator that goes up and then everything is just around the elevator? Pokemon Logic, 10-year-old beat us. Give them a couple $1,000. I mean, if you want to compare this to, like, Japanese yen, they're basically giving us, like, $50 per defeat. So yeah, I was actually thinking they did give a unique background for this. That's cool. Good job, Hop. Good job. Yeah, please be paralyzed. Yep, okay, Zen mode. Oh my god, are we actually going to see Zen mode used? Well, it's you see you see Sparky. No, a Godly. It's quite simple. You just go and beat up everyone else and take their money, and that's how you make a living. Can we get a Pokemon game where they actually bother to stop protagonists? Yeah. Maybe. Evil teams have always really been the joke, but at least Team Skull leaned into it. I'm just gonna take another excuse to talk about how much I like Team Skull. Let's see. It's just gonna be, I just need someone who can, it doesn't matter who I send out. I haven't played the original Ranger in a while, or Shadows of Almia. Oh, if I could get that on Wii U, I can make that a playthrough thing I do for stream. Because I have not played the original. Maybe not the original, because I remember being really frustrated with the consecutive loops capture, but like Shadows of Almia. Also, we made it hail inside the tower. Man, these employees are really gonna hate us. Like, I feel bad for the person who has to clean this up. Yeah, we got 9,600, but if it's like the yen, then we basically just got $96 in US currency for beating up 2 employees. And with free healthcare, we can make money pretty easily. Like, this whole sequence in the game, I just have to look at it and ask, why? Wait, did he just ask me about life insurance? I wasn't quite reading the text. All 3 of the Ranger games are on Wii U. Guardian Science multiplayer, yeah. I mean, doesn't it need to be local anyways? Oh, I missed the text on stream as well, dang it. Oh no, not a Clang. I'm not ready for this, not again. I'll get rid of the Mawile first, because Beer is the only one with the fire move. Why don't you, like, teach your double kick or something? Beer avoided. Nice. So I'm just gonna take out the Mawile. It does. Someone make it... Yeah, no, that'd be really cool if you could somehow get, like, local DS. But I have no idea, like, how feasible that even is. And there's gotta be, like, someone with the knowledge who's really interested in it. Oh, no, no, no. I've seen where this has gone before. Oh, God, we need to kill that thing fast. We don't want a repeat of earlier. Oh, no. Well, it's paralyzed. So, Hop, you actually did something useful. Good job. Oh, see, I was talking about insurance, and then she's talking about Machoke and 500 feet. Doesn't pay out for being defeated in Pokemon battles. I mean, with how often it happens, I can imagine why insurance companies wouldn't want to cover that. They would be run dry. They would be run broke pretty easily. Hold on a second. It may be possible through Decime. Well, I think Decime was working on something like that, and then they got cease and desisted by Nintendo. But I think it was when the DS was actually making quite a bit of money for them. So I'm actually kind of curious. I want to see what Mario 64 looks like running on a homebrew Switch versus the port we're getting. I don't know who's going to be more dangerous. I guess I'll just attack the Steelix for now. Actually, these are both steel ground types, so I could just, if Beer faints, I can just lead in with Eggshell and then Blizzard them. Wow, that was a crit. Bounce! Why does it have bounce? What? I have a lot of questions. Alright, please take out the Steelix. Hop, you had one job! You got 2 crits! Oh, he paralyzed the Steelix at least. Oh, dang, Beer got hit. Oh my god, Zen mode! Though, actually, Beerus 4 times weak to rock moves now, so that's kind of just a little scary. What? Are you kidding me? No way it worked. No way it didn't work. No way that Stun Fisk survived. What? This makes interesting story to say the least, but it's Melondius. I've never even heard of that. Yeah, well, I only really know about Decime. Oh, you know, you had one turn to actually try something, and you wasted it. So, I hope you're proud of yourself. That was a weird camera. Focusing on accuracy. So, like, actually getting, like, accurate as if you were playing on the DS. Still don't get the point of the sequence. I'll stop complaining. It's no fun if I just complain all stream. I will have to say, I like how this next area looks. It looks so good. Oh, we have a chance. Ooh, what does Oleana lead with? I know she has a Milotic, a Mismagius. I hope I'm not thinking of Lusamine. I know her main Pokemon. Garbodor. I guess Eggshell's just a safe lead. Because I can always set up Hail. I just realized if they kept making different regional variants of a single Pokemon, it'd be cool. Yeah, but at the same time, it's also nice to see other Pokemon get some love. Because, like, Meowth has 2 regional variants now. The Dark Alolan and the Steel Galar. And, however, Rival has, like, 200 full restores. I doubt any of these emulators really focus on multiplayer cross-platform stuff. I mean, depends on the person, really, and their priorities. I think I saw this image of, like, Oleana freaking out before I got to this point in the game. And I wasn't surprised, but at the same time, like, I would have liked to see that for myself. Oh, Frostlass. I mean, GBA has, like... Or doesn't, like, VBA have multiplayer cross Wi-Fi? Also, I can totally hear Pina Colada to this song. Don't ask why. That was actually kind of well-timed sound effect. Oh no, I hope I brought a burn heal. I don't think it can hurt me that much. I resist its ice moves. Because ice resists ice. Oh wait, no, I have Blizzard. I can just guarantee hit it. It technically does have Wi-Fi multiplayer if you want to play 2-3 frames. Well, and it has local multiplayer, doesn't it? So, like, if I could open up 2 VBA emulators on my computer and connect them with each other. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah. Ice resist ice. Curses. It's wasting turns on my Aurora Veil. Ugh. Yeah, no, like, I will say Charizard is my personal favorite of the 3 Kanto stars. I think it's the coolest. Though for a long time it was Blastoise, because sometimes they just like to be a contrarian. Though I like Ivysaur a lot. Especially because of Smash Brothers. But... yeah, Charizard. Yeah. Mega Charizard Y was cool. God, I love how extrasensory looks in this game. That's going to be super effective, but it doesn't do extra damage because I'm not poisoned. And it is because she burned me, she can't overwrite status. Oh right, and I forgot about Aurora Veil too. Aurora Veil's such a great move. Like, I probably honestly picked one of the easier games to do a Mono Ice run in, because Hail Summoners are really easy to get, and Aurora Veil. That's still been really fun. So let's set up another Aurora Veil. Oh right, I forgot. I was about to call her Maltet, which is the name of my first Alolan Ninetales I used in a playthrough. But I was about to. I realized I gave Eggshell an Icy Rock. Can't poison me because I'm burned. Next Pokemon games, status conditions can stack. We got this. We got this. It's fine. Everything's fine. See, look at that. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, no Ice Body, though. I do have Mirror Coat. I could if I can get the Lapras to use Surf on me, I can give it a taste of its own medicine. Imagine being stuck with every status. Ugh. I mean, Para Fusion and Para Flinch is already pretty nasty. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're doing this. She's trying to stall out my Aurora Veil, and she's faster than me. Oh god. Well, her AI just needs to do something really stupid, like not use Recover for a turn. I have more Freeze Dry PP than you have Recover PP. I'm pretty sure. We're doing this, aren't we? We're doing this. Okay, okay, fine. You get this. We're doing this. Actually, I have an idea. I know what I want to do. Oh, now you don't go for Recover? Oh, actually that's not good. What HP was I at? I don't know if I can survive another hit. Shoot. Does Mirror Coat... Dang it. Oh, that sucks. Oh no, this Milotic set up on me and now it's going haywire. I mean, I can always send out Eggshell and reset up Aurora Veil, but I just need to focus on taking it out fast. Water Absorb. I can switch in... Right. Oh my god, this Milotic can literally do no damage to Cadence. Because its only attack is Surf. It literally can't do anything to me. Alright. It's gonna resist everything I do, so I'm gonna go for Liquidation since it can go for a defense drop. Hey guys! This is gonna be a long match. Oh, I never get the defense drop on Liquidation. And if I need to, if I'm impatient, I can switch out. I could take this time to just heal up everyone. We're gonna be here for a while. I mean, I could Dynamax now just to speed this up. What does Milotic have? Does Milotic have less physical or special defense? Does anyone know? Alright, you know, I know what we need to do. I know what we need to do. Let's break out the X attacks. I got 6 of them, and it only takes 3 to get the max. We're gonna make this go faster. We're gonna be here for a while. This is like watching 2 Slowpoke battle. Still not the worst fight I've ever had in Pokemon. That happened in the Battle Tower when it was just my Milotic versus a Walrein. And yeah, Milotic doesn't have very good move variety. So, but that Walrein was pure Resto Chesto tanking. Rest tank, and it was awful. And it just dragged on for so many turns, and I didn't want to give up, and... Oh, wait, did I do... How many X attacks have I used? Yeah, okay, I'm at +6. There's 25 more special defense and regular defense. Okay. So honestly, it doesn't really matter, but I guess physical is the way to go. Beerus could probably actually do decent dent. And it's not going to use Surf against Lapras, so I can get a free switch pretty easily. Yeah. Yeah. This is like Metapod with both only knowing Harden. That special attack, it's 79. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get confused sometimes when I'm reading stuff, and like, because it's usually usually people organize it HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. Alright, +6 Ice Shard, let's go. Queenly Oh! I forgot about that ability. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, all that setup I did. Oh my god, I've used the Sarena on my first playthrough of Sun. It's so much fun to use. Dropkick is amazing. Like, Sarena got me out of so many bad situations. My Harden's more intense than yours. Quiver Dance. Ooh. Ooh. That could be really fun. We set up Quiver Dance. Like, I hate how usually whenever Sarena's brought up, you know it's about those legs and hips. But, like, Sarena's actually a really fun Pokemon to use. Yeah, I'll just go for G-Max Resonance. I do have to say, they animated Oleana pretty well. Like how she just goes from calm to pissed in like a second. Also, shout out to the only Gen 5 G-Max. Hopefully we get some new G-Maxes for the later DLC stuff. That'd be really cool. We're getting the 2 Regis, and I think the data mine confirmed there's 2 legendaries we don't know about. That's gonna be in those. That's gonna be in the DLC. And we don't know the name or anything. We just know they exist. That's all. Ooh, that's still gonna hurt quite a bit. I don't like that. Ah, that Garbodor might have weak armor too. Well, I can use Max Guard to stall out. Alright, +5 attack, Max Res. I forgot it. I forgot Cadence is on +5 attack. Oh, that was beautiful. I don't care if it made the fight an absolute joke. That was great. No, that Sarena was still pretty scary. And honestly, I could have been screwed over by RNG. I was lucky. If Cadence didn't attack that turn, I would have had to switch out or let Lapras die. This is ripped Lapras. Just imagine like a ripped body with Lapras' head. Oh god. Okay, I have to say, as much as I complain about this, I really like this. And I wish they did this more. The illustrations with just the text, they should have done this more. What? Leon being reasonable? What's that? Get that buff SpongeBob picture, just put a Lapras on it. No, we need to get a picture of the 2 Metapods battling, and then we'll like Photoshop in a back sprite of Lapras and a Milotic onto it. I at least want a headcanon that Rose didn't have complete control over when Eternatus would awaken, and therefore that's why Rose was so insistent on tomorrow being the day they do it. Yeah. Like, and it's so weird, like, this is the only time we get artwork like that. I wonder if it was developed early on. and they were planning on having a scene like this. Alright. So, we got 3 more fights, then the Eternatus event, and then Leon. And I do want to... I was hoping to get this done in about 3 hours. Yeah, don't you see her hair isn't gray and orange? Or your hair is orange, not gray. Wait a minute, she's a ginger. You can't trust her. Sure, you can escort me. Okay, so Nessa leads with the Gliscopod. The big thing with Gliscopod is that first impression is actually kind of strong. So... because I kind of want... Ooh, I could lead with Hebra, Freeze Try, that Gliscopod out. And I'll do damage with Rocky Helmet, and it won't be enough to force Gliscopod out, because I think it has to be like 50% for emergency exit to kick in. I'm interested in how this fight's gonna go, because every other time I've done this, I've just completely floored Nessa. Like, there was no competition. I just swept her team every single time. So, I'm interested to see how this will go. Because I only have one super effective move against Nessa, and one Pokemon that resists her. Steel doesn't resist water, yeah, so only one that resists her. Do I want to change out any items? And Steel Coat won't be too useful for what's coming up. Definitely want to keep the stuff on Eggshell and Cadence. And, oh, I should teach Cadence an electric move. Just something. Because Cadence is going to have a huge advantage in the fact that he has, yeah, I should definitely teach Cadence something new, because Cadence has Water Absorb. So if I'm in a bad situation, I can just switch to Cadence and then do something with Cadence. Waterfall, Smart Strike. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be considered cheating or not, but I do have from the DLC. That's why, because like I'm trying not to use stuff from the DLC, even though I'm using all hidden ability Pokemon. But I do have a Serious Mint, which will get rid of Cadence's minus special attack nature. Second Raihan. Honestly, it's just his... I'll need to plan around a few stuff, but he shouldn't be a problem. That Torkoal... The Torkoal's the only issues because it'll set up Sun. But that's so easy to overwrite. And... though that Torkoal could one-shot pretty much any of my Pokemon. So I should try... I could teach someone Hail just to get rid of it turn 1. Or I could teach Cadence Rain Dance and force get rid of it turn 1. That could be a strategy. Because I really want Thunderbolt on... though I don't have that many watts. I just want Thunderbolt. Because I know Lapras can learn Thunderbolt. Lapras can learn a lot of really cool moves that you just wouldn't expect it to learn. The issue is I have like no watts right now. Because it's going to be like 5,000. And I want to get going. I don't want to take too long because I want to finish tonight. And I will want to finish in the next hour. But if it's an hour and a half, that's fine. So let's see. Blizzard, Encore, Bulk Up, Gunk Shot. I wish they would let you see... I really wish they would let you see what, I can't get the super effective resist down Ghost, Dark, and Psychic. Well, Ghost is super effective against itself. Dark resists Ghost. As a general rule of thumb, this works for a lot of types, but not every type. but if they're strong against it, they also generally resist it unless it's ice type, because LOL ice types. There's a reason I'm doing a mono ice type run and not mono something else. Ice types are terrible. Hi, Pikachu. I wish they didn't change your cry. And ghost type is an exception because ghost is strong against ghost, but like dark is strong against ghost, dark resists ghost. Dark is strong against psychic, dark is just straight immune to psychic. What else? Fighting is strong against steel, and I'm pretty sure fighting resists steel, but I'm not sure on that one. Okay, so it's not true for a lot of them. Actually, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I realize that's not the greatest comparison. Yeah, like Weavile. Ice isn't a bad offensive type, though. Its one big niche in being a Dragon Slayer was kind of taken away by the Fairy type. So I think Ice... And that in Game Freak keeps giving us bulky Ice types, and it's like, come on! There's more to... Oh, hey, it's Arena. Oh, I did say I wanted to do that Milotic raid, but I really do want to finish this. Trevenant. Alright, let's see. Though overall, I'm pretty happy with this team. I've had a lot more fun with this than I thought I was going to. And I'm glad I'm actually finally getting around to finishing a Pokemon playthrough. I mean, aside from Mystery Dungeon, even though I still have some stuff left to do in Mystery Dungeon, I pretty much consider it complete, because it's just like 2 things. I should get to that someday, though. Also, according to this, I've had 498 views, I think, just overall. And 498 is the number of Tepig. I know this because I've thought about this way too much whenever I was doing... whenever I was working my job at a grocery store, and there were a lot of things that cost $4.98. And so, just out of boredom, I'd be like, oh, hey, that price is this type. Though, really, it was just mostly Tepig. Just Tepig. I mean, pork is pretty popular, so what can I say? Start streaming? I started streaming 2 hours ago, but, you mean on Twitch? So, I've only started really, like, doing dedicated Twitch stuff probably, like, a few weeks back. Maybe a month. But, I've had this Twitch account for a while, and I've used it before. The reason... I actually mainly stuck with YouTube for a long time. And the reason for that is because it auto-saved my streams, and it was connected to my channel, and it was just really nice and easy. But part of the reason I'm going on Twitch now is because, 1, I want to expand what platforms I'm on. 2, there's actually a possibility of me making money off of Twitch. I mean, I've been doing stuff for like 2 or 3 years when it comes to streaming. So, if you check out my YouTube channel, I have a playlist called Stream Archive. That's all the streams, or like pretty much all the streams I've done, aside from like 2 or 3. There's 2 streams that I haven't uploaded because of the way because of the disconnects. Twitch split into 2 streams, and I just wanted to edit together into 1 stream, but I just never got around to that. I wish I could see if it was compatible with any of my Pokemon before I bought it. That'd be so nice. I just need Thunderbolt, man. I just need a Thunderbolt. I should find an electric raid and just get a Thunderbolt. I need Thunderbolt. Hey man, you got any of them Oh wait, no, you're not the trader. Hey man, you got any of them Thunderbolts? You do! Okay, 5,000. Alright, how do I get 5,000 watts quickly? I'm not even halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Honestly, it's not worth doing all of this just to have a strategy for Nessa. Nessa's not that scary. I'm not afraid of Nessa. I'm afraid of Leon, but I'm not afraid of Nessa. That sounds like a low-key insult. I mean, I haven't had a lot of viewers, so you're on the earlier end. if I get a bunch of more viewers from here on out. So, my big issue and the reason my stuff hasn't grown is because I've been very inconsistent. And this is the first time I'm really trying for something consistent, which I think will help with channel growth a lot. So I'm hoping to see some results in a few months. Like, it's not going to be immediate, it's going to be a little bit. So yeah, definitely lead in with Hebra. I guess, just take a look at what I currently have. I can at least give something. Focus Miss, ugh. Zen Headbutt, Smart Strike, Scald. Does water resist ground? Does anyone know if water resists ground? I feel like it does. Water is actually a pretty good defensive type. Yeah, and consistency has probably been one of my worst aspects. I've been very inconsistent. Throat Chop. No one can learn Darkest Lariat. I'm so glad more Pokemon can learn Darkest Lariat so they can all T-pose on other fellow Pokemon, like Incineroar can. Yeah, I'll get rid of Ice Shard for this. Though Ice Shard is priority, which I do really like. And I can always get Ice Shard back pretty easily. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to bike around and do Rage just for Thunderbolt. That's not worth it. Alright. Save. Let's talk to you. Let's go. Oh, right, I'll be facing B second. I was thinking, like, I can't remember who I faced second. Right, it's Alistair and Sword, or in Shield, and B and Sword. Hi, Nessa. I'm going to destroy you. Oh yeah, isn't there actually like a really cool movie with like all the you and all the gym leaders walking out as Leon announces? Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Gotta get that screenshot. It's like anime opening levels of poised. I hope we get some confirmation. Oh my god, I forgot about you! I completely forgot about Bede. And I love how Leon's like, oh, sure, it sounds fun, so why not? Why does he only have 4 Pokemon? This is something that's really bothered me. Why does he only have 4 Pokemon? So actually, this wasn't a good lead. Also, that eyeliner. This isn't even my final form, the championship. Oh god. Guess I'll switch into Cadence, because I think water resists steel. What's the fighting type gym leader's name? B. B-E-A. Bia, B. I call her B. But Bia. Alright, yeah, well, that's fine. And Giroud. Haha. I'm so tempted to just set up an X attack and then Dynamax and sweep. Alright, Glockenspiel leveled up. Look at all these Pokemon leveling up without participating. Her and Bead, no. The way I say it, I sometimes just sort of drop the B without even thinking, so... Okay, I'm gonna guess Gardevoir's Wish? Okay. That's a strategy you could try. I'm gonna bank on you actually attacking me this turn. Yeah, there we go. Though that might actually come back to bite me, because Wish will always... It's gonna heal him at full health. That's what I'm gonna call it right now. Alright. So... go with Liquidation. Oh god. I still think the nickname I gave my Rapidash and Shield was a great nickname. I called it Acute because Ponyta is cute, and Rapidash's design looks so pissed off, it gives me acute pain. Alright. Do kind of want to switch out. Oh, this goes... Oh, no. Okay. So actually, I might just sack Cadence. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sack Cadence. Though Hatrine's pretty... Or, Hatrine is pretty... Hatrine is pretty slow. So I actually might outspeed it and get an attack off. If I had Waterfall and flinch it, that'd be hilarious. Defense drop? Why do I never get the defense drop? Game, please. Oh no. Or no, Psychic top train stops priority moves, right? Well, I guess... Yeah, I'm probably gonna put Ice Shard back on Cadence at some point. Alright. Also, I forgot, what does it mean if you get a Star Shiny for breeding? Does that mean it's just like the normal and the Square Shiny super rare, or is it the other way around? Because I cannot remember for the life of me. Because it's like that for like wild Pokemon, but it's like the inverse for egg Pokemon because it was a mess up in coding. It was supposed like Square Shinies were always supposed to be rare. Glockenspiel continuing to outspeed things. Oh boy. I thought all Galar Pokemon were supposed to be fast and Alola was the slow region. Meanwhile, Glockenspiel, even without Slush Rush, is just outrunning so many things I don't expect. I mean, I'm not surprised so much with the Hatrine, but just some other Pokemon. Like, what the heck? Do you guys have, like, no speed EVs? Let's save that so I can get a screenshot out of it. I like to imagine that this is just one guy in the audience going, "It's okay! You got this, man!" Okay, so we're gonna fight Nessa this time. That bead fight actually caught me off guard. I was not expecting it. Even though I mentioned it earlier in the stream, I just completely forgot about him. I can't believe that caught me off guard. Oh my god, that expression. I've never noticed. So look at her facial expression. She's got like one eyebrow down, the other raised. Also, we need to shout out Casual Nessa in Pokemon Twilight Wings. She looks so cool. Her and Sonya in that one episode, they just look... The fashion designer is on point. Well, screw you, Nessa. Well... Like, I get it's just supposed to be, like, friendly talk for riled up for competition, but at the same time, they just go like, but you'll never achieve your hopes and dreams. I'm gonna crush you. And it's like, my god, holy crap. Though this is their living, so I guess they do points for taking it seriously. Oh, she actually mentioned Sonya. Interesting. Oh, okay, just didn't go for a priority move. That's interesting. But that means it's going to switch out here. Dang it! Oh my god, if it actually did a first impression, I might have gotten it. I don't know if I'm going to do an all-flying run. Though, actually, I've thought about doing an all-flying run in my own time. Though, honestly, there's some Pokemon I've wanted to use that aren't flying types, so... Maybe. And I'd use Rowlet as my starter, because I love Rowlet. Also, Seaking. This is the Pokemon that I always have to ask, why do you exist? No one remembers Seaking. Except, unless you're talking about that one Hank Hill YouTube poop. Or King of the Hill YouTube poop. Rocky Helmet. I love Rocky Helmet. It's just such a screw you item. I get the last laugh. So what's gonna kill him first? Freeze Dry or the Rocky Helmet? Take your pick. Oh, I guess it's gonna be Rocky Helmet, if it does enough damage. Yep. That's 2 Pokemon down to the Rocky Helmet. It's not even Hebra to Nessa 0, it's Rocky Helmet 2. Oh, actually Barraskewda can hit kind of hard. Eh. It's fine, got this. See? Oh, got the defense drop. That's not good. Though Barraskewda is also really frail, so I might be able to get this. Yeah, 110 defense. Who's laughing now? You all laugh at Glaceon. Oh my god. Oh my god. I so want to switch in and just stick with... Oh, ooh, Drizzle. Ew. Ew. Okay, let me think about this for a second. So our final Pokemon is going to be a rock water type. Do I have anything effective against that? I have Hammer Arm. Pelipper is probably going to be faster than Hebra. I'd be very surprised if Pelipper didn't outspeed Hebra. But it might also just go for Tail. Oh, I hope that Pelipper does not know Hurricane. If that Pelipper knows Hurricane, I'm going to need to switch out again. Water Pulse. Okay, this should be fine. It's powered up, but I have Ice Scales. And Cravat's really bulky on the special side. Like, no joke. Just super bulky. So, Quiver Dance time. We're doing this. Please don't flinch. Thank you. Oh, and I'm upping my special defense with this too. Holy crap, I'm just not going to be able to touch Cravat. Man, if that Pelipper had Hurricane, that'd be amazing. Oh, it'd be really scary for me. I've thought about doing like a all-flying run, and then having a Pelipper as a team member essentially be a rain setter and then teach everyone Blizzard. Which I think would be super cool. Yeah, I kind of wish I got a chance to set up Hail, but yeah. Your life ends here. Actually, what is, this lowers target special defense stat. So, and I'm at +3 for all stats. So let's do a cool, let's just do one more Quiver Dance. For just a little overkill. Pelipper might go for Tailwind. Yeah. But I'm still faster than Pelipper even without Tailwind. Oh, do I be greedy? Do I be greedy and go for a 5th Quiver Dance? I think I'm just gonna go for the G-Max. Give Cravat a chance to shine. Though, actually, I'm a little worried about how this Cravat will perform against Dreadnought. I should outspeed it with the +4 speed, even with Tailwind. So the question is, did I buff myself up enough to one-shot it? Does Rock resist Bug? Oh, actually, Rock might resist Bug, and that's going to be kind of bad. Also, I do have to say, Frostmoth has a really cool shiny. It's a minor change, but it's like the translucent part of its wings become red, and it looks really nice. Oh, okay. Rock does not resist Bug. You know, that G-Max Dreadnought would be a lot more threatening if it wasn't for the fact that it's like literally her last Pokemon, and Stealth Rocks, like if she led with it and then opened with Stealth Rocks, that would have been hilarious. But no. Alright, yeah, no competition. Cravat just ate it alive. Buzzed it to death. Screamed in its ear. Yeah, Moth screamed in a turtle's ear and killed it. I love how Nessa like looks so frustrated, but then whenever I read her defeat quote, it comes off to me in more of a calm voice, like it's a water pun, instead of being like, God dang it, or whatever. All right, B. I've never fought B before in the tournament. I've never fought B, so this is actually new to me. I've seen part of her fight just from like review footage and whatnot, so I know she has a Phalanx, and I know she has a Grapple Locked, and I think she has a Surfetch. She's gonna have a Machamp. That begs the question of what her last Pokemon's gonna be. It could be Pangoro? Oh, it could be Hitmontop. She could just run with Hitmontop. Either way, I think Eggshell's a good lead. And actually, I'm probably still gonna set up, not that. Let's give you the Pixie Plate. And we're just gonna see if we can just steamroll B, like I did last time. God, for anyone you probably didn't see it, I know Godly was there. I can't remember, was it the B fight where Eggshell, I was gonna sack Eggshell, and she just kept surviving every single hit. And it's like, what the hell? I'm going to crush your soul. May we have a good match. Though still, having a tournament with the gym leaders is pretty cool. Oh, Hawlucha. Okay, that's interesting. She starts with a Hawlucha. Hawlucha's fast. And it might have Unburden, too. which would make it, might actually make it outspeed Eggshell. Alright. So yeah, I definitely think I'm going to open up with Aurora Veil. And then I could just go... Wow, it's weak to Blizzard. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Miss? Dang it. Sending Glockenspiel just so Snow... the move just Snowcloak just leads it to missing a bunch. You're not just a clown, you're the entire circus. Phalanx, alright. They march. Has anyone ever used Phalanx in a run before? You gotta let me know how it goes, because I've kind of wanted to use them, but I've just never really found a good excuse to fit them onto a team. Does Misty Terrain power up Fairy type moves? I kind of want to just assume it does. I hope none of them have Comet Punch. That would kind of suck. I need a picture of that as well. Though, actually, does anyone know if screenshots from a video are worse quality than just taking a screenshot? Because I'd almost assume it does. Well, whatever. It is what it is. And honestly, I could stage it in my other file if I really need to. Though actually, my character has a bit of a darker skin tone because if you pick the blonde character in the beginning, she actually does have a lighter skin tone than the brown-haired character. So it'd be a little different, and that little difference would bug me to death. Though granted, I'm going to be done with this game by the time I upload this to YouTube, so I can easily stage it in this game, in this file, if I need to. Again, it is really cool that we get to fight the gym leaders, but, like, I wish they just weren't as sweepable. Because, like, I think you can just sweep Nessa with an electric type. You can sweep B with a fairy type. Raihan, you can't completely sweep unless you just straight overpower him. It's like, I don't consider sweeping with overpowering the same because any RPG can be trivialized by overleveling. So I don't think that's necessarily a valid complaint unless the level curve is bad. Jodo, what? Oh, it survived. Hi there, buddy! You wouldn't happen to forget about what just happened, would you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, and I don't think any G-Max moves can be... That's hilarious. I don't think it could have burned me, and... Okay, that's super funny. I'm gonna stare at it funny. Oh god, I just realized. Please kill. Please kill. Oh no. Okay, I deserve this. I deserve this. I so deserve this. I'm sorry, Eggshell. It was my fault. That was my incompetence. Alright, what's the most humiliating way we could take him out? I'll just go for Hebra. Though I can pretty much retire Freeze Dry because I don't really need... Oh. Right. She can heal her Pokemon. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. And it's sunny. This is actually a little scary. Oh no. Oh, this is kind of bad. Ice Beam? Two critical hits in a row, nice. Okay, I lucked out. I did. I won. I pretty much had it and then threw it as a joke, and yeah, I kind of deserved to get. Oh god. Hubris. Is it just me or does it bother me when a Pokemon looks like a guy is a girl or a Pokemon that looks like... It doesn't bother me that much. Like, so what? I guess I just don't really see a reason for it to bother me. Also, Eevee has like a mostly... is like a 7-to-1 male to female ratio. Most Eevees are male. I guess the only one that would kind of bother me is Primarina, but that's about it. Alright, Rhydon's up. So, let me actually look at... So I kind of want to stop that Sun day immediately. So I'm thinking I might actually go teach... Oh shoot, can I not go? I thought the game actually lets you leave. Mr. Mime as a girl. Yeah, Mr. Mime is a bit weird as well, but that's more of an unfortunate thing of the fact that it was named before gender was a thing in Pokemon. So that's just more of an unfortunate coincidence. Because its Japanese name was like Bariado, I believe, which isn't gendered at all. I've already got on my rant about Gardevoir, so I'm not going to go on it again. Like, again, the only Pokemon that would legitimately bug me about this is wow, I just blanked on the name. Primarina. But, like, it doesn't really bother me. Okay, I want to go to Cadence. I kind of just want to teach Cadence, just Rain Dance, so... for this fight. And... Drill Run could be useful for the, his last Pokemon. I'm blanking on so many names right now. It could be useful specifically for, Duraludon, but I like the priority of Ice Shard. So let's see. I think you're fine. Actually, I could probably teach you Drill Run over Leech Life. I think you'll get more mileage out of Drill Run. Though I don't know if Cadence is going to see much, because I think all of them are going to have like a move that's quad effective against Cadence. I definitely want to get Eggshell in to set up Aurora Veil. And then I could maybe get Glockenspiel in to start setting up Curse with Aurora Veil active. Raihan's mostly physical, I think. What's going to be interesting is that Turtonator is going to be a Pokemon I can switch out to Eggshell on, because it's going to try and catch me with Shell Trap, and that's when I can set up Aurora Veil. Flygon is an Ice Shard away from death, and a Blizzard away, Eggshell Blizzard away from death, and an Ice Punch away from death. Does he have a Gigalith for this fight? Or is that just his original fight? Well, to be honest, I'm more worried about Rose than I am worried about, it would be cool if I had, like, a Baton Pass user, because then I could, like, because Eevee can learn Baton Pass, so I could see if, I could get Baton Pass on, I could see if I can get Baton Pass on, Hebra. Hebra. Yeah, because I do have a move to sweep through Rose, and that's Flame Wheel. Though I'll also probably go see if I can get Fire Punch. And even better if Darmanitan can survive with half health, because then I'll get Stab off of it. And that'll be crazy. I like you though, Raihan. You're not a jerk. You're not like the other people who are like, let's do a good battle. I'm gonna crush you into the ground. Raihan's cool. I like him. The character I legitimately hated when I first met him, and he's my favorite gym. Or no, Opal's my favorite gym leader in this game. Opal's great. Raihan's second. That's Drought. It gets the sunlight burning real harsh. Alright, so let's excuse... He might have a quote for Rain Dance, actually. I still can't believe he had a quote for Hail in his Shin match. That's crazy. It's scary, Torkoal. Look into its eyes. Oh, that actually is kind of scary. Alright, well I should easily take it out this turn. Like, no competition. Whoa, I knew Torkoal was bulky, but holy crap. And yeah, Body Press is actually going to do quite a bit because it's based on defense. I'm just going to have to full restore out of this. So where's my full restore? I don't have any full restores. I never bought any full restores. Someone go to pass me and yell at him for not buying full restores. I should still outspeed. Well, Cadence is pretty bulky. That's more damage than some other Pokemon have done to Cadence, even with a super effective move. And it survived the Stab Liquidation boosted by Rain. That's impressive. Even though Cadence isn't like a big physical attacker, I've still taken out a lot of Pokemon with that. At least I think I have. Maybe I'm just misremembering things. I'm not worried about the Eternatus fight at all, by the way. Like, the Eternatus fight should be a joke. Not only because I just have the advantage against it, but like, oh, Goodra, that was his other Pokemon. Oh, I forgot he had a Goodra. I actually really like that. Goodra's a cool Pokemon. I've used a Goodra. Oh, and I'm actually really glad Rain Dance wore off. Because that's way... So I kind of like having Cadence still on standby if I need to G-Max him, but... I think I'm just going to run with it. See if I can get a move in before Cadence falls. Oh! Sure. I mean, you can do that. It's because of Goodra's ability. It's not actually going to use a Water-type move. Here comes the rain. Feel its cold dampness soak into your body. But Goodra is actually a really bulky Pokemon. When I was doing Battle Tree stuff in Sun and Moon, I ran a Goodra that had, oh, it has Thunder. That's actually a little scary. It doesn't have, because that's going to be like, that's going to be a 60 power super effective versus... I think I'm still going to try Liquidation. Oh wait, I'm faster than I should have just gone for Avalanche then. Yeah, Thunder's going to hit because Thunder. Fire! And I definitely need to take Cadence to buff. Your Thunder means nothing to me. So yeah, let's go Eggshell. I'm going to overwrite the Rain with Hail. But I'm not going to go for Aurora Veil turn 1 because his AI is probably going to try and overwrite the Hail. So I just want to take out the Goodra. But right, as I was saying, I had a Goodra that had... Oh, well thank you, Raihan. I still can't believe he has quotes for Hail. That just makes me so happy. That he's like actually responding to my strategy. Like commenting on it. That's so cool. I wish other trainers would do that. Or maybe they have and they just need to use a very specific strategy against them. Because I can't imagine a lot of people would go for like a Hail team like I have. Oh, okay, I'm actually really glad I got that off when I did. So, it looks like his AI just likes to go for changing the weather when he can. So, Cadence is out, and I don't want to use a Revive if I can avoid it. Keep things more fun, you know? So I think I'm going to try with Eggshell, and if Eggshell falls, I can lead into Glockenspiel. Though, Glockenspiel takes quad damage. Though it's probably going to try and bait it with a Shell Trap. At times like this, I actually wish I had Hail as a move. I don't think Shell Trap works on special moves. Yeah, it doesn't work on special moves. Yeah. That's the issue with Turtonator, is that it just doesn't work on a special attacker. And that's pretty much all he can do. Alright, well, I'll tell the story about Goodra after this match, just so I can focus on this fight a little more. Oh, I forgot he had one more Pokemon. Oh, well... Oh, no, I don't have Ice Beam. I just have to rely on Blizzard hitting. Okay, please hit. Thank you. Fleel's bad to be a Flygon. I love you, Flygon. It's okay. You're one of my favorites. If only Flygon was better. If only Flygon had, like, Garchomp stats. Alright, so... So I think Aurora Veil has... No, Aurora Veil has one turn left. So I'm going to go for Moonblast since I do have a little more effect on it. And I'm going to Dynamax Glockenspiel if I faint. So, selfie. Also, Shiny G-Max Duraludon looks really good. It's normal Shiny, it's just but it's G-Max Shiny, it looks really cool. Oh, that almost did half its health. Wow. Oh, Max Steel Spike. Even with Aurora Veil, that's still quad effective though, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, but defense buff, I don't like that. And yeah, Team's Aurora Veil. I could try Hebra, because Hebra's really bulky. Hebra or Glockenspiel? I'm gonna go for Glockenspiel. I mean, actually, Bira might not be a bad choice, and just going to a G-Max fighting move. Alright. I kind of want to set up with Curse, but I think I should just go for it. Max Quake. Honestly, this probably wasn't the smartest play. Actually, G-Max, or G-Max, Dynamaxing Cravat and just going for Max Hailstorm might have not been a bad play, because I would have been able to just use that special attack unhindered. Not without having to worry about accuracy. I think Hebra can outspeed Duraludon, maybe. Bira can definitely outspeed Duraludon, definitely. Yeah, 2 defense buffs. I don't like that. Yeah. Oh, but I can stall out a turn. Max guard. Take that. Yeah, no more attack buff for you. Get out of here. Oh my god, I have another turn as Dynamax. Oh my god, this actually worked out really well for me. Depending if Glockenspiel's right? No, dang it. That attack buff did really. And defense buffs. That's a buff Duraludon right now. A ripped Duraludon. Let's see if Hebra can claim the win. And if you fail, Bira can definitely take him out. Oh, no, not surviving. Oh, wait, 110 defense? I'm sorry, Hebra, I didn't believe in you. But that, I don't know if that would have done much. If he had a bit more HP, he might have just survived that. Okay. Did I get the picture? I hope I did. Also, I love his post-battle quote at during Champion Cups rematches, because he just goes, man, like, battling against you ups my, like, follower count so much, and he just goes, wait, do I have my priorities mixed up? And it's Leon. I put that in air quotes time. I can stream for a bit longer, but I have to be careful not to be too loud. And I got something I need to actually do tonight. So tonight's going to be a bit of a late night for me. What? Did Cinderace, like, just, like, jiggle a bit right there? Like, stutter? That was weird. Oh. I was going to do this, but it might have been too late, actually. I'll need to make sure to go through all my screenshots and stuff just to make sure I can clear up some memory. Alright. Well, it doesn't matter. But I'll put Eggshell in the front. Actually, Bira? There we go. Everyone's in order of which they joined. So I need a strategy against Rose. I know his final Pokemon. His final Pokemon is going to have the Steel Spikes. That's going to be rough. Cadence might not be a bad lead. Just because Cadence doesn't take super effective damage from Steel. Cadence and Glockenspiel. So yeah, well, actually just 2 fights left. 2 really important fights left in Eternatus. And Leon does actually have a quote if you have Eternatus in your party. And actually something I really like is that in the end of Sun and Moon, when Tapu Koko goes, "It's time!" Eggshell, because of the color. Also, it's kind of a cute name. At least for the Vulpix. The Ninetales is gorgeous, so... it's so nice to see our trainer actually emote for once, unlike Sun and Moon, where they just had that blank smile the entire time. Man, look at all that emotion. That's what I'm really concerned. That's what I'm more amazed with. You have to go, but Lee, your pants with directions. Oh my god, he actually says you're terrible with directions. God damn it. Alright, I have to go to Slumbering Weald first. Actually, I'm going to want to switch to someone else in the front of my party because I don't want to deal with hail animation every time I get into a wild encounter. It's just going to be annoying. Oh, look at that beautiful lag. Oh, look at that gorgeous lag. Actually, my Switch has had issues with getting really hot. The fan's not working properly. I really hope it's not overheating right now. It is pretty hot. Oh, I really wanted to finish this game tonight, but I might have to... Alright, well, I've turned on the fan in my room to try and cool down my room. I might need to just take like a short break as well. So don't want to sound like a baby or whatever, but my parents would prefer me not to watch people who cuss, so... I mean... Yeah, no, I try to keep... If I do curse, I try to keep it to a minimum. The way I look at it is that one... Well, linguistically... curse word... There's actually a really good video on this. Just sort of like the linguistics behind why we even have curse words. Why we have words that sort of have this forbidden thing attached to it. But the point is that, like, when you use a curse word, it's like you're trying to really emphasize a feeling. That you're really mad. Oh, I just think it's an interesting discussion. There was actually a point when I was a few years younger, when I first started in college, that I cursed a lot. But I've slowed down since then. And I don't like it. Like, there's streamers who will, like, accent everything with a particular curse word. And it's just like... Well, that was actually what I was saying with the whole linguistic thing about how we really use it to emphasize something. That if you use it too much, it loses that weight. So when you keep curse words only for more extreme situations, it carries more weight and more meaning. And it's also really interesting to look at that if you look at some curse words versus words that might mean the same thing, such as, say, feces. Feces has a Latin origin, while its curse equivalent as more of a Greco, or not Greco, but like a... What's the word? What I'm thinking? Anglo-Saxon origin. And you can also just see that with stuff like the difference between beef and, I think cow, actually. I'm not sure. But, like, the proper name for meat is usually based in Latin. Chicken versus poultry. And it's because, when in England, after the Saxons invaded and French got mixed into the English, the upper class generally was educated in Latin, and so fancy schmancy Latin, and so they would use proper Latin to describe stuff, while lower class citizens wouldn't have that, so they would just use the gruff sounding Anglo-Saxon words. And that's sort of how it gained that sort of stigma attached to it. And why we have words that can mean the same thing, but one is seen as more crude, while the other is seen as more... seen a bit higher. Yeah. No, I get you. I just like talking about random stuff like this. I think it's a really fascinating topic, and like the first time I learned about it, I'm like, wow, that's actually a really interesting way of looking at curse words. When I was like way younger, like early teens, I was like, curse words are bad and you should never use them. I'm never going to use them because I'm better than that. And then I grew a bit older. Take the shield, go for Zamazenta. Yeah, we're gonna wield this half-broken sword against Eternatus. It's gonna be great. It's gonna work out so well. I mean... Or no, actually it's poison. I think poison resists steel. Though it can't poison us if we have steel. Right? That's totally how the logic works. Alright. Rose time. Oh. Really? Oh my god. Am I going to have a use for it? I actually have a use for it! Oh, it's beautiful. I've actually used it. Oh, yeah. No. Middle school was like that for me as well. Everyone cussed. everyone. Middle school. I hate my middle school experience. I called it the cesspool of humanity, and while that might be a bit extreme, I feel like people are at their worst around middle school. I think some people would argue high school, but like, well, I think something important to stress is that kids can be really cruel without even realizing it. And you definitely, when I look back at when I was younger, I'm speaking like an old man, I'm only 23, but yeah, it's like you can just see so much stuff that, and even stuff I did that was innocent in intention but ended up hurting people's feelings because of what I did. Alright, so what am I going to do against Rose? I don't remember his lead. I remember he has a Kling Klang. Oh god, he has a Kling Klang. Oh dear god, he has a Kling Klang. Oh no. I believe the more you hear something, the more you might say it, so... Yeah, well, there's the idea that, like when PewDiePie got a lot of crap for a particular word choice, one thing I saw pointed out and I agree with was, why was that even in his lexicon, vocabulary? That's a fancy word. Vocabulary. Why? Kling Klang. Oh no. I'm scared of Kling Klang. Kling Klang scares me. Do I have Flare Blitz or something? I don't have Ice, or I don't have Fire Punch. That would be really nice. I'd like a move just a little better than Flame Wheel. Oh. Okay, so I'm thinking I might give Beerah a berry. Beerah berry. Super effective ice. Hold on, let me do this. So, bug, fighting, ice, grass. Dang it, I don't have one for speed. I was really hoping I'd have one for speed. Do I have anything that could just give a little more defense? Eviolites. Claw. No, I might just have to open with Eggshell and then move into Beerah and just open with that. And I can give Eggshell the Light Clay, because I have 3, probably from the times I was trying to get, yeah, from the times I was trying to get those Ice Stones. Let's see. Let's definitely give you a Soft Sand. And I guess you can just have a Scope Lens for funsies. Alright. Let's see. Well, my idea is that I want to set up Aurora Veil, because my worry is that Beerah's just going to die in one hit. And I want her to survive with half or less HP to get into Zen mode. And if I had one of those berries that reduce super effective attacks from steel moves, that'd be super nice. Oh, I remember this. It really seemed like they were trying to like animate some anime arc. Have the Yamper go and mess with the game, with the electrical system. Because, like, I've seen Beerah die to steel moves. Beerah's not bulky. So I really want to be able to get that, I really do want to be able to get that Aurora Veil off. And with Light Clay, it'll last 7 turns. So I'll have a little more time to get Beerah out and ready before I can just begin sweeping. I might even use an X attack if I can get away with it. This is a pretty cool place to battle Rose. I really liked Rose's theme when I first no, it doesn't. That's not Aurora Veil. Aurora Veil halves all damage while it's active. Oh, all damage directly from moves. It does not actually heal anything. I'm glad Hail finally... It sounds a bit broken and overpowered, but Hail needed something to make it useful. He starts with an Escavalier. So yeah, I've used an Escavalier in my Black 2 Nuzlocke, and god, Escavalier is so much fun to use. It's so bulky, and just with Fury Cutter, you can survive so many hits and just build up a really strong Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter Scyther is actually pretty fun. After Bugsy destroyed my team in Crystal with a Fury Cut Scyther, I saw the light. Ooh, even with Aurora Veil, that was a one-shot. I know Eggshell wasn't bulky and that was quite effective, but... Alright, it's fine. Oh, Santa, reply. God, someone put... That was from a YouTube comment section, that's all I can hear now. Alright. So I don't know if I even want to test if Beerus can survive an Iron Head. I did say, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a bit greedy. And I'm going to do this. I still have a contingency. Oh wait, that actually works really well. Yeah, it's kind of stronger now, but I'm at +2 attack. And I'm a Darmanitan. I'm going to murder this thing so hard. You thought Iron Head quad effective was bad. +2 Darmanitan Flame wielding a quad effective weak Pokemon. Like you're one to complain. Alright, Feral. Oh. Yeah, Ferrothorn's so bulky. Yeah, I was hoping to take damage, but Beerus's still really strong even without it. It's really just the Copper Jaw that I'm not really going to be able to one-shot. Oh, though, what I could do, this is going to be a bit risky, but what I could do is Dynamax, the Pokemon before his... So how many does he... He has 3 left. So take this one out, then Dynamax with Flyer, and set up Sun, so I get extra damage against Copper Jaw. Because I don't think Copper Jaw is going to have a Fire move. So it's not really going to benefit from the Sun. The only thing is that it'll weaken Cadence's attacks. But Cadence does have Radiance. And a or no. Oh god, oh god, oh god, no, I'm too young. With Extreme Prejudice. Actually, I probably should have Dynamaxed the previous turn, or Max Knuckle, then Max Flare. And just... Yeah. Convenient timing on some of the lines would be hilarious. Convenient. Okay, Aurora Veil's actually protecting me on that. Oh my god, that might have actually... That would have taken me probably to, like, right at the edge of... I might have just barely survived that. Man, Klinklang is just the Pokemon... Like, holy crap, what the heck? No other stream this well, I mean, I wasn't really high enough level just to be seeing Klinklangs, but like, jeez, I've never had that much trouble with Klinklang in the past. That Pokemon is terrifying. Alright. So let's set up that, let's do another Max Flare. Oh my god, Klinklang. I will say probably my most hated Pokemon is Walrein just because of the match I mentioned earlier where I got into a stall match with my Milotic as my only Pokemon left versus a Walrein in the Battle Tree. And Resto Chesto Walrein has a special place in the darkest depths of hell. Oh my god, I hate Walrein so much because of that. Oh my god, okay, yep, +2 attack. Alright. Yeah, that X attack definitely made that fight a lot easier. Ooh. Ooh. That lowers attack and defense, but that could be really useful. Oh, I kind of like that. What's worse, the speed drop or the attack and defense drop? I think the speed drop might be worse because if I go into Zen mode, I get a speed boost. So I think I'm going to stick with Hammer Arm. Though its superpower is really tempting. Yeah, Bira just wiped his team. No competition. I wonder if Rose sees himself. He just talked about how a knight in yeah, Zen mode would have it would have been way overkill. Alright, Eternatus should be pretty easy. Oh, I need to heal my team. Wow, I can't believe they don't actually auto-heal you. They're probably going to auto-heal me, but just in case. I don't want to start off the fight and realize that I'm not healed. That would suck. Right. And start using up these super potions. Have so many super potions. I really want to get Cadence more experience, but oh well. Tuesday? Yeah, my school's already started, but it's just online stuff. I'm taking some college courses. Alright, so let's save. Got past Rose. This is just going to be mash A and get through this as fast as we can. I know Eternatus has Flamethrower, and I think that's the extent of what I know. Yeah, just 8 is like the most convenient time for me to stream. Sundays I do like to stream just a little earlier. I remember that explosion being more violent, but I love the Charizard jumping in to protect me. Say what you want about Charizard, but that scene was great. No, I kind of want to get... I did have another job for a little bit. My college path has been long and kind of rough due to personal stuff that I'd rather not talk about. I should have opened with Aurora Veil. Oh well, it's fine. Everything's fine. Wow, faster than... Holy crap. That did next to nothing. I thought this was going to be a one-and-done fight. Holy crap. Aurora Veil? Do something... I mean, it's a wild Pokemon. It's not... doesn't have a trainer to teach it. I can accept dumber AI if it's just from the fact that it's a Pokemon that doesn't have a trainer to tell it what to do. Blizzard that thing. Wait, why'd I use extra sensory? I should've just gone for Blizzard. Well, I'm gonna go for Cravat, and Cravat can definitely take a Flamethrower with Aurora Veil up. And I'll just go for Blizzard. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if it was an Ultra Ball, but I think the game was trying to imply that a normal Pokeball just wouldn't work. So it seems to be alternating between Flamethrower and Dragon Pulse. Interesting enough. I wonder if I could have gotten away with the... Well, it doesn't matter. It's dead. Oh god, I'm gonna make it Hail in the raid battle, and everyone's gonna... 5 Pokemon are gonna take chip damage every turn. It's gonna be awful. Also, I really like this. In your PC, and you're supposed to have 32 boxes, but you will only ever have 31. until you get to this fight, and then you'll have access to your 30-second box in order to ensure that there's always space for Eternatus. And like there was a post that came out shortly after this game came out, said that if you filled up your PC box, it would be a soft lock, and people were like, "Oh, Game Freak's so bad at coding," and then people actually tested it out without using hacks to speed up the process. Because what the person did is they just auto-filled every box, including the one you're not supposed to have access to. When in actual gameplay, you're not supposed to have access to it. It might just actually... Okay, no pressure. Yep, snow warning. All the debris and some hail. Let me add a blizzard to that. Oh, hey, I did chip damage to it. I actually damaged Eternatus. The true winning play here. Stall it out. Just like start giving all the X items so I can, and just keep hail going as long as I can. If anyone watching wants to spam Frank or Z, I will allow them to spam it for the opening of this song. I also just want to say unarmored Zacian or Zamazenta looks so cool. Zamazenta, I was referring to Zamazenta. I said Zacian on accident. Just listen then. Oh, it's almost midnight. I'm not going to actually yell. Sword Doggo. This music is really good. This song is really good. So I actually saw a screenshot of this fight before I got to it in the game, so I was kind of spoiled on it. But the thing is, I didn't see Zacian and Zamazenta. I just saw Hop's Pokemon and the player's Pokemon, and I quickly looked away. And I thought I saw Charizard as a part of this, so I thought we were going to do a raid battle with Leon against Eternatus, which still would have been pretty cool. We'll do Aurora Veil. He set up stuff. Though, honestly, you don't need to. You're pretty much guaranteed to win this fight. Plays the Giant Hand. No, that thing's base stats are absolutely insane. Hey, you don't need light screen. I got you. Or not. Holy crap. Okay. Maybe I do need help. Yeah, look at you, Hop. You got to survive. No one else has Aurora Veil. And I can't Dynamax in this fight. Dang, that wasn't even quad effective. I mean, I know Eggshell isn't exactly bulky or anything, but jeez. Alright, let's go with Vera. And let's Ice Punch. Cool guys, don't look at explosions. Oh, come on, don't attack. Okay, he didn't attack me. Yeah, and the legendary doggos don't respawn. So, I'm pretty sure you can't lose this fight. Is it possible to lose this fight? Has anyone actually tried? I imagine someone has had to have tried. Well, they certainly did a good job of making the legendary dogs feel like the real heroes and carrying you. Actually, yeah, I think they're gonna finish off Eternatus's turn. Alright, what's the most insulting thing I could do? I think catching it in a Pokeball just to flex on Leon. Because it doesn't matter, you have 100% catch rate, I can use anything on it. Beast Ball fits it though, and I've used the Pokeball in my last file. Beast Ball kind of fits it. What should I use? Should I flex on it and use a Nest Ball? So yeah, Pokeball will be flexing on Leon just to show that I... Actually, technically, Beast Ball has a lower catch rate than a Pokeball. This is extra flexing, actually. Who am I kidding? Because I'm pretty sure Eternatus doesn't count as an Ultra Beast. The Claw... I guess if you had to intentionally lose this fight, you would essentially need to like intentionally use Earthquake or something, or Lava Plume. Or... Yeah, that's right. I caught him in the Beast Ball, Leon. What now? Ah, please, I've done that before. This isn't even half of the longest. This stream isn't even half as long as the longest stream I've ever done. So that was crazy. I did not even intend to stream for 8 hours that one time, and it just happened. And I don't think I'll be able to do that again for a long while. Well, it's Leon time. I do kind of want to stop now because I do have stuff I need to get done tonight, but he's right there. He's right there. Just finish Leon this, and then that's it. Full time, 3 hours. Yeah, that's fair. Well, it's funny enough, the thing for the post for Associate, it was... I need to have like an average, or over a 30-day period, I need to have streamed at least 15 hours. I got that by triple the amount. I smashed that by more than triple the amount. I think my stat said 48 hours in the last 30 days, which is like, did I really stream that much? I aim for at least like a 3-hour stream every time I stream, 2 to 3 hours, preferably closer to 3 hours. And if I stream 4 days a week, then that's 12 hours. So yeah, I guess over 3 weeks, that'd be closer to 36 hours. Well, I don't know why I'm walking. I don't know why I'm going the long way either. I just wanted to, you know, cycle around the city, get some exercise in. Yeah, that's definitely why. It wasn't me just mind blanking or anything. No brain farts. This was all calculated. Alright. How am I going to open against Leon? I'm pretty sure he goes for King Shield no matter what. So I think I'm going to give... No, I don't want to move it. I want to take it back then. And let's give him a held item. Let's give him this berry. And I'm going to say before I try Leon, because I don't like to have to reset, but the only other time I reset is because of, wait, did he... What? Did he eat the berry? I used it? Why is that even an option? This berry has no out of... What? Okay. Sure. Oh, what do I get rid of? I think I'm going to get rid of Gyro Ball. Even though it would power up, I think Avalanche is still really good to have. And it'll be helpful against Haxorus. Though... Okay, so he's going to actually have a Rillaboom on his team, which is going to give me a bit of advantage. But he's also going to have... He's going to have a Rhyperior, which I am super effective against, but which is also going to be super effective against me. So let's... I taught Stealth Rocks, right? Yeah. Gotta make sure Stealth Rocks are in. Gotta flex on Leon. Hopefully he just doesn't completely flatten us, because mid-60s is quite the level jump. I don't know why I'm organizing everything. Icy Rock. Honestly, if he just straight flattens him, I might have to stop him and finish him tomorrow. Which I don't want to do, but I can't spend too much time. So if I fail in, like, if I don't get in, like, 2 or 3 attempts, I'm just going to have to call it a night. Because I do have some stuff I need to do. Unfortunately. I don't really need to worry about weather so much. I think I'm going to lead with Glockenspiel. And honestly, that Pokemon is, like, the one I'm the most worried about. Yeah, Aegislash is the one I'm the most worried about. Because Aegislash has the potential to just sweep my team if it gets the... Charizard, I definitely need to find an excuse to get Stealth Rocks out, though... And I do like to sort of challenge myself and not give myself too many unfair advantages. So I'm going to say... Yeah, well, the issue is Charizard's going to be fast. So I'm going to need to be ready for it. Honestly, the only thing that's probably going to outspeed this Charizard is probably going to be Zen Mode Bira. I just did that just in case the PP of anything went down. I'm going to allow myself 4 full restores for this fight, and that's it. And then no revives, because I want to... I feel like, of course I can win if I spam revives, but what does that say? Leon still basically beat me multiple times. No. We're going to win without... We're going to win without revives. We don't need revives. And I don't need to be able to even switch Pokemon ahead of time. We got this. Alright, here goes attempt number 1. Well, the thing is, I'm going to have to make sure that that Bira's going to be able to get into Zen mode and not just get one shot. The Haxorus is a little scary, and I know it knows Iron Tail. I'm pretty sure it knows Iron Tail or Iron Head. The Rhyperior shouldn't be that big of an issue. I'm not worried about Rillaboom. I might take a Pokemon out just because it has higher stats than everything else. Yeah, no, okay. I get that he's, like, just... It's like the sports It's just like how you get hyped up. But he literally says, "Thanks for saving the reason and becoming an icon, and now I can crush you into the ground and make myself look better." I'm like, what the hell, Leon? Dude. Though this song is awesome. I love this theme so much. Not better than Cynthia's, but still probably one of the best champion themes out there. I hit A too fast. I didn't get to sync his cape flip with the music. I like to do that. Alright. I'm gonna assume he's opening with King's Shield, but his AI could be different for the first champion fight. Mustard. And Mustard was said to be undefeated until Leon arrived. I'm faster. I mean, Aegislash is actually pretty slow. Though it probably knows Shadow Sneak. Oh, yep. Okay, now. Wow, it just went straight for the throat. Okay. Wow. That was with a +1 defense and... Okay, so maybe that wasn't a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna at least get Stealth Rock off. He's faster than me now. Okay, so that was a terrible idea. Alright. So I'm definitely... Eggshell's definitely gonna outspeed. Eggshell 100% is gonna outspeed Aegislash. So I can guarantee get an Aurora Veil off. Beerah has Flame Wheel, but the issue is that with both Flame Wheel and Drill Run, it has King's Shield to essentially predict me, and I could try Baby Doll Eyes to force its attack to go down, and Hebra can definitely survive a hit, and I can get some chip damage. Though, do I want to save Hebra for later? Yeah, because I kind of want Hebra just in case I really need a defensive Pokemon against Rillaboom. Because Rillaboom's a physical attacker. Ooh. Do I just go for the Aurora Veil then? And then bank on Beerah just being able to tank and take it out with Extreme Prejudice. Because Snow Warning is going to let me be able to... Because Blade Form Aegislash has a crazy good attack. So being able to reduce the damage it does is going to be really nice. Though it's probably going to use like Iron Head or something. Flash Cannon. Yep. Dang. That's 2. Okay, yep. That Aegislash is... I was right to be scared of that Aegislash. Alright, Zen Mode, Water Absorb. I'm gonna go with Beerah. Okay. The real question is... The issue is he's gonna King Shield me. And that's gonna be really bad if he King Shield me. Because that's an attack drop. I'm gonna call King Shield and use an X attack. No, he doesn't use an X attack, I'm not gonna use an X attack. I'm just gonna go for Flame Wheel. Nope, he King Shield, dang it. That's -1, that's -1 or 2 attack, and that's not good. And he's gonna be in defensive form until he attacks again, which is really bad. Attack fell. Yeah. No, that's really, really bad. Oh god, I knew the Aegislash had the potential to just really mess with me. Thank you, Hop 2.0. Oh, I don't want to go to an X attack, but I might need to. Though, actually, if Beerah's at half health or less, oh my god, Zen Mode. What was that, special defense? Because the thing is, his AI might just tell him to go for the kill instead of going for King Shield. So I'm gonna bank on that. Yep, his AI told him to go for the kill. So that's actually really good that I have Zen Mode Beer out. Even at -1 attack, it's still really strong. Okay, Ice Punch is probably gonna be the way to go. Because Hammer Arm... Yeah, because that's going to be 1.5. Plus, yeah, Ice Punch is going to be the way to go. Wow! I knew Rhyperior was bulky, but jeez. Okay. That... Wow, that did so much less damage than I was expecting it to. So it's going to be Cadence or Hebra for this next one. Because... Oh, I do have Blizzard out. You know, this is going to be a bit of a risky play, but I'm going to use Blizzard. I'm going to bank on Special not being that good. I don't remember Rhyperior's stats off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Rhyperior's not going to be that big of an issue. Oh, there we go. Okay, Charizard would actually be the worst thing to send out right now, but he always sends out Charizard last. And that's going to work really well for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. His Dragapult's mainly a special attacker, even though Dragapult's physical attack is higher than his special attack. I'm going to survive this. Ice Scales! And I'm going to be... Oh, his Haxorus might be faster than me. Oh my god, you cannot be serious. This cannot be happening. Cravat clutching. Oh god. Oh, this is amazing. If he... Okay, I was actually kind of hoping Rillaboom so I could just get the... Because I'm scared of Hail stopping and not being able to land a Blizzard. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's going to kill Beerus in one hit. Please be fast. Nope. Iron Tail miss? Iron Tail miss! Oh my god, Iron Tail is like 75 accuracy. I hate using it because of that. Oh my god! Oh my god, this is amazing. Holy crap. Oh, no, your special's not that good. I don't need Drill Run. I don't need Drill Run. I can have it as an option. I don't need Drill Run anymore. Okay, Rillaboom is next. That's fine. Because I can take out... Or I can at least attack Rillaboom with... Oh, that might be faster than me. Rillaboom actually is decently fast. 80 speed. So it might be faster than me. Knockoff. Yeah, Cravat's pretty fail on the physical side. It doesn't matter. I used to think that if that happened, it meant that you were actually just out of, Alright. So the issue is that Hebra... Oh my god, I wish I had Ice Shot on Hebra. Or Hocus One Shot. Okay, good. Alright. Oh, Hebra with the crits. So the question is, can Hebra survive a hit from Charizard? Because Hebra can survive one hit, I can Mirror Coat it. And that would be amazing. Charizard's definitely going to be faster than me. It's a special attacker, so Baby Doll Eyes is not going to do a thing for me. So I'm going to go with Mirror Coat and just hope Hebra survives a hit. That's pretty much all I can do. I can use Max Guard to stall out Dynamax. Yeah, Charizard is definitely is actually pretty scary right now. So I don't have Stealth Rocks to just sap it of health. I was really counting on the chance to set up Stealth Rocks, and I did technically. When I opened with Glockenspiel, I should have just done Stealth Rocks. I was thinking about it. Why didn't it use a fire move? I mean, it's based on Ancient. Hebra! Hebra! Oh my god, that was special because it has Ancient Power. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! I just need to survive one hit, that's all. Nope, I don't even need a Dynamax. I win. I've won. I don't even need a Dynamax. Ice Shard! I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. Alright, the question is, do I go for G-Max Resonance or do I go for Max Geyser? Because this is going to weaken Flamethrower. This is going to... So the thing is, his Charizard has Grass Knot. But it won't work. He can use it as max grass attack this turn, but he can't use it next turn because moves that calculate weight, that use weight, just always fail against Dynamax Pokemon. So it's a question of, do I want to weaken his Flamethrower, or do I want to set up Max Resonance? I think weaken his Flamethrower might be a better idea, or second Max Resonance, because that's going to get damage from everything. Alright, one of my favorite G-Maxes against Max Charizard. This is actually really cool, not gonna lie. I don't really care for Giant Kaiju battles, which is why I've never been a big Dynamax thing, but this is actually kind of really satisfying right now. I really hate how tough they made G-Max Pokemon to get. Tough they made it to obtain. Yep, okay, Max Overgrowth. Please survive this one, Cadence. Cadence? Okay, you survived with half health. And it can't do that next turn. There's no way it's doing that next turn. Or I think it might be Fire Blast. Alright. Charizard cannot use. Actually, oh my god. I can heal this turn, and I will still have one more turn to Dynamax. Okay, I know what I need to do. Because he can't use Grass Knot on me. It will fail. Oh my god, the grassy terrain healed me because I'm on the ground, but it doesn't heal him. So I have 2 turns left. So I haven't used any full restores, so I'm going to heal this turn. Or my full restores. I mean, yeah, Hyper Potion would have done it as well, but I like Overkill. And then I'm going to have 1 turn to use Max Geyser and just slam him. And that Fire Blast... Damn, Charizard. I knew you were bad, but holy crap. Okay. Max Geyser. Fire Blast, not gonna do much. That did way more than I thought. Oh, it was a crit, that's why. Well, screw you, Leon. This should be it. Even then, I would have had Ice Shard for next turn. Oh, crit. Crits me with Fire Blast. I crit him with a giant torrent of water. Seems about right. And Cadence brought it home. I was worried about Cadence falling behind from not being used. We got it first try. That went terrible in the beginning. That Aegislash nearly took out everything. But I predicted it properly at the very end, because I knew his AI was going to go for the kill, because it had the opportunity to. That full restore really scared me. I was definitely not expecting that, because that fight would have, if he didn't full restore, it would have been over there due to Ice Shard. Ice Shard would have ended it if I, because that's why I was really happy when I remembered I had Ice Shard. No need to level up. That was beautiful. We were like 9 levels under leveled. Because like the first time I ever did that fight, he destroyed me. His Haxorus took out several of my Pokemon. I actually have that on a stream. The first time I tried to fight him, and I was put into a situation where I would have had to spam revives in order to survive, and I didn't want to do that because I feel like that's not really winning. It's winning, but in air quotes. Thank you. That was a crazy fight. I wish I could get more loud and excited, but it's 12:20 where I am, so I definitely can't. There's going to be one more stream tomorrow, and that'll be post-game and any extras I want to cover, probably Isle of Armor, and then it's going to be, then I'm going to call it. And if we have extra time, I'll just play a different game, like Animal Crossing or maybe Hollow Knight, I don't know. But yeah, we'll be continuing this with the post-game tomorrow. I will do the post-game story, and I'm going to go for... Isle of Armor. Just because it'll be fun. Though, actually, I need to check to see what Hop's team is, because I know the final Hop battle is another huge level jump. That I'm not like, his Pokemon are like 70. Hollow Knight, I love Hollow Knight. It's an amazing game. It does, I wouldn't say it's graphic. No, I wouldn't say graphic, but its imagery isn't the prettiest, but, well, some of its imagery is actually absolutely beautiful. There's some places that look so good. It's a good game. It's a really good game. It's hard. It's like, it's a 2D platformer adventure game. Metroidvania, if you know that term. I wholly recommend it to anyone who likes 2D adventure games. And yeah, but thoughts on this run? I started it like probably back when I started that Golden Gear Iron Man. That was so long ago. With this, I don't even remember how this idea came. Yeah, no. Thanks for coming to the stream, Lapis. Well, have a good night. I'm gonna be going for just a few more minutes just to talk to myself and to anyone watching this now or in post. And I will speak on like my lack of motivation to get back to stuff and my struggles that I've talked about before. It's been really hard, but I don't want to just go, oh, woe is me. I really wish I got back to completing this sooner, but I'm glad things turned out the way they did. Between Shiny Sandslash, I was not expecting that at all, and while I think it still would have been more fun to have a Slush Rust Sandslash to run around at crazy speeds with 120 base speed, I'm still happy with what we got. Yeah, that's fine. Lapis. So yeah, I'm really gonna try and push forward with. There's so many challenge things or series I've started and just abandoned because I didn't feel like continuing it, and I'm really glad I picked this back up. Honestly, I've been wanting to just go through each series that I've dropped and either decide, am I going to take it back, and if I am, just check it off. I did that with something. I don't even remember what, but this is one of the times where I just wanted to pick it up, finish it. And I wanted to do the same with Emerald, but I'm in a bit of a weird place with that. I don't want to overload on Pokemon, so I'm not going to bring back Emerald and Nuzlocke immediately. I'm going to wait. Yeah, this was probably one of the most challenging runs I've had in a Pokemon game. And I wouldn't say that's the most challenging champion fight I've had. The most challenging champion fight I had was in a casual playthrough of Soul Silver, where my team was 38 to 40, and going against Lance's team of level 50 Dragonites, and I won on RNG with because my Starmie I had a Starmie with Blizzard, so it could outspeed, but I didn't have Hail set up, so I just had to bank on it hitting all 3 Blizzards. And in a very specific order of how I sent out Pokemon, that was crazy. That was definitely the toughest time I've ever had against a champion. That I needed a really specific setup, and I was like 10 to 12 levels under level. Because Johto level curve, am I right? Even though it's fun to make fun of Leon, he is actually a pretty good fight when it comes to champions. It's not the best, I think that still goes to Cynthia. But Leon's up there. Leon's pretty good. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been really fun. Yeah, and I'm not even going to open this file until tomorrow. We'll see the whole post game together. But I will show a bit of the title screen because we should see. Yep, our team. We did it. That's just, I love that they show your team. No, it autosaves. It autosaves. Thank you, Lapis, but it autosaves. So I can close it out and it's fine. The game, like every Pokemon game, autosaves after you view the credits. Except for, I guess, XD and Coliseum, I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to post in Discord what I'm interested in doing next. I've tossed some ideas around, but then Kling Clang happened and I lost track. Who knew Kling Clang would probably be the highlight of the stream? I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is so much fun to do. This run turned out really well, and I'm really happy with this. And yeah, and I hope to do more like raid days or like community raid hour stuff. And now I have a completed file that I'm on my Nintendo account that I'm willing to share my friend code openly with to play with fans. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I've said that a million times. What else is new? And yeah, if you like what I do, follow me on Twitter. My stream schedule is Tuesday, either Wednesday or Thursday, changes on the week. I think it's going to be Wednesday next week. Then Friday and Sunday. So no Saturday, no Monday. I actually want to stream on Mondays, but I can't. I actually will be able to probably in like late October. So the schedule might change a bit then. But yeah, we'll see. I generally stream around 8 p.m. Eastern, a little later, except for Sundays where I like to stream in the middle of the day, or like early afternoon. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. A link to my YouTube channel should be in my channel thing. If you go to my Twitch channel, there should be a link to Twitter, Discord, YouTube, and if you join Discord, read the rules, let me know you did and request to join, and you can join us, and it's always a party at Discord. So yeah, thanks to everyone who came out to the stream, whether you're here for the whole time or just part of the time, whether you commented or didn't, or just lurked, it's always appreciated. And I hope you all have a wonderful night, and shout out to you guys watching and post as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.